go.
There we go.
All right.
Howdy.
Hello.
Oh, there it is.
Greetings.
Now we're live. It always takes a second. Too. What is
All right, let's
happening,
try
guys? We are live from the Forge with three wonderful individuals. We got the master of the warehouse over here, Darth Paradigm. We have the King of Swing, Stoney Magnum, and the man on fire, Jedi Phoenix, 1976.
Sorry.
John, can I just call you Fox?
Whatever. That works too.
Harry Potter reference.
Yep, I got the reference. Don't worry.
Okay.
I've been called worse. Trust me. Don't worry about anything.
Dude, your voice is so I don't know. Do you know like Karate Kid Daniel LaRusso?
LaRusso, of course.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You sound like him, his adult version. Like, what's his name? What's the name of the actor?
I do?
No, Jedi Phoenix, John.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry. I've been watching karate. I've been watching
You've been watching Cobra Kai.
I'm watching Cobra Kai. He sounds exactly like him.
I
It's
sound like
nuts.
Daniel LaRusso.
Yes. Sorry, I just
Okay, well, hey.
We got a new nickname for John.
There you go.
LaRusso.
I like Karate
Nice.
Kid growing up. I'll take that compliment. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, John,
Sorry, I was so left field.
I'm going to send John this in the mail.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
You send me that, I'll wear it. I guarantee you I'll wear that.
I'm actually wearing this tomorrow. I'm going to an 80s theme party, and I'm going as a member of Cobra Kai. I'm wearing a shirt, and I'm wearing the other side, which has got.
fuck yeah.
Oh, it's reversible? There you go. All right.
All right, John, let's see your crane kick. Let's see if you've got game.
You don't want to see my crane kick, no.
Use the kata.
I don't.
Use the kata. Yeah,
No
oh,
crane
yeah,
kick, no
Cobra
drum
Kai.
punch. I suck at that. Don't worry.
I've been trying to get
Cobra-
Cobra on the to watch Cobra Kai. He's like,
Oh,
"What?"
Cobra Kai is the best. Holy, it's so good.
Yeah, dude, I love it. It's so awesome.
Man,
It's like one of the best, like after a thing of movies to come out, and it's like it's so spot on to where where it should be. Like all the stuff that happened. I mean, like really, none of it's hokey except for like some of the kid stuff is, but like the OG characters they're perfect, dude. I love the guys that write that show.
I love it so much. God, it's so. I was just talking about this before we went live. It's so weird putting not putting a face to the voice because I've been listening to the voice and watching your faces for a while, but like having them respond to me is like so weird because I know at least Paradigm. Like we started around the same time, didn't we?
I think so. I mean, the thing is like I started in it was with Sidious Sabers and there was a few other channels, and then and then I was aware of your channel because you're such a prolific swordsmith. I consider you a swordsmith. Not really just a spinner of sabers. I mean, like I look at someone like no offense to her, but I look at Carly King and I just think, geez, he could maybe go like this or go like this at some point. I don't know. She just does Obiani, whereas you actually have, you've apparently mastered all the styles, and then obviously you're very creative on your own right, and so everyone just marvels at you. And
Thank you. Why? Thank
Rightfully
you.
so.
My style is strictly, just Japanese swordsmanship mixed in with this looks cool, that looks cool. Hey, like the whole thing is spinning. That's a good trick. Yeah.
I mean, hey, it worked. Whatever, like you sent over for the community video this year, that worked. That worked wonderfully. You sent in such a good clip. I used that clip 3 times in that video. It just flowed so well with everything else. It was fantastic.
I know I get the message from Shannon. Shannon's like, "Hey, the video's out. You're like on it like three or four times," and I'm just like,
like in the middle of the. I'm like, oh my god, it's so perfectly placed.
Right? Like he had the flow. Like go. Like we had like 4 other people. He just he started the flow. It went into the next person. It ended with him. He started the next one. It was and you ended one of the songs with a little wink, and it was just like, oh,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that worked.
The Wink is fun.
Wink made the video. That's like a Michelle C. Smith thing.
What, a wink?
Yeah, she always does something like when she's doing these like crazy ninja moves and like you ever watch her and just think there's just a thing called gravity, but doesn't apply to her at all.
No, she makes it look too easy.
Did y'all see Stoney catch the behind the back the second time he tried it? Or how many times did you cut that?
Huh? Oh, I like that was not the second time I tried it. That was like the 37th.
Okay.
Well, at least you're honest.
I am not Michelle Smith yet. Hopefully, give me like 30 years. I'll try. I hope to
Nah,
get there one day.
Just be Stoney Magnum. Just improve on your own level. We don't need. She can be Michelle C. Smith. Everyone needs to be an individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never try to really emulate anybody.
That's why I don't swing. I can't do the Obi-Wan to save my life. Every time I try to, I just, I commented on one of Stoney videos. I always revert to the old Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan the Barbarian, swinging around behind the back and whatever. I can't. I'm a product of the 80s. So, I mean.
Hey, I mean, that works. I like.
Oh, yeah.
The whole super simplistic Japanese style is like the katana basics are like some of the most beautiful moves you can do.
Yeah.
And that's all just two-handed. Like, and if you just do it in this correct rhythm, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, well, it just feels natural. That's how I do it. So I mean,
and it makes Crom happy,
Oh yeah, you gotta
keep Crom happy.
Yeah.
But,
I know I can't. I can do a little bit of spinning. I mean, some of my stuff. So I do.
Dude, you're too busy running, trying not to get your saber broken.
I know that, but like, I love the staff more. I wish I could do it better. I mean, I've got some, a few little moves, but like, I wish I could like spin it. I wish I could do the Obi-Wan with the staff. I just can't do it. I hit my leg almost every time. It doesn't look natural when I do it, and I've tried it, and I'm just like, I just can't get my wrist quite over long enough for it not to hit the back of my leg.
Yeah, I've seen you do some stuff. You do a lot of nice stuff. But the funny thing about the double bladed saber Obi-Wan is that it took me a while to get it as well. But just because I overthink it, it's literally just the regular Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that's
it. If you can do that, you can do the other one. Like, it's just you gotta like not overthink it. It's literally it's the back of your calf is gonna hurt for a little bit. But.
Yeah, I can do the Obi-Wan, but it's just not as smooth as I like it. But I can do it.
Yeah. But.
Then the backwards one, I can kind of do it, but it just looks so awkward. I just don't like the way it looks when I do it, so I don't.
It feels awkward. It feels very awkward, but
yeah, but it looks really cool when you get it good.
It does. It does. I love it so much. I spent like an evening the other day just like doing. I was trying to find like variants of that, just like double reverse or reverse, going over the head reverse, just like it's very it always feels clunky and disgusting to do, but it looks not really nice when you look at it later.
Yeah, I realize that too. Sometimes when I spin, I'm like, I don't think that looks good. And then you watch it on the video, and it's like, it doesn't look. It's not as I thought it did.
Yeah, exactly. You're wielding a lightsaber. It's very hard to look bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but
that's not true.
Yeah, come on.
I've seen some fine examples of.
I'm not
going to name names. I'm not that type of guy. But...
Just avoid hitting the nuts, and you look fine.
You ever just like pick up a saber first thing in the morning? You're thinking, I gotta get like 10 minutes, 20 minutes of swinging in, just warm myself up before I go to work or whatever your deal is.
It does happen.
You promptly hit yourself like in the head, and you get that clunk, and you ring your bell, and you're like, I'm just gonna put this down. Pick it up later.
Yes, that has actually happened once.
It's happened a few times to me. I would hate to hit myself in the head with this thing.
Yeah,
this thing is solid.
Oh, dude, I want to swing that thing so bad. It looks so smooth and nice.
It's just when I got it, and I was just like really just surprised how well made. He's got like these little. You can't even see him in this camera, but there's like these little rings.
Yeah, let me put you in the main screen here.
I don't know what the like. It's such a. I tried to convey this in my video. It's like these little rings. It's like they've never done anything like that before, and there's like this little thing there, and just the way this thing's all fitted together. And I got this, and this is probably my like. I think I've got 6 or 7. I forget how many I have, and I'm just thinking, what a damn shame. This is such a bad time to lose someone that produces something like this in the community, because his craft was just, like
it's like this one with the shroud on it on the emitter.
Paladin really likes that. He said that he really digs that. He loved that thing installed with sound. That's his jam.
This was the first time I've ever seen anything like this from them.
It's so steampunk,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was thinking that too.
And but like the rest of the hilt, just there's like it's an exercise in kind of elegance and simplicity, and the way they do the leather wrap, and just he's really like Jamie was at the height of his skills and just getting better and better, and then unfortunately, I heard a little bit from them, like what kind of caused them to kind of have to go this route. I think financially they got screwed over a bit, and
I heard the same.
And I know who the person was, and I've actually had dealings with that person. I can see it, But then again, I kind of feel like maybe they sort of they're so nice, and I think they were just kind of forgiving. They didn't have that like cutthroat kind of approach to business, and they've given me some really good deals. Like in retrospect, I'm just kind of thinking, well, geez, like now I kind of wish I could, go back and maybe change things, but I paid for all the stuff and I bought all the stuff that that I ordered from them, and I've got a saber that's fully paid that they're going to be sending to me, and it's going to be installed with Golden Harvest. And
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I've seen the product. I mean, they started it and then they scrapped what they were working on because they wanted to make something larger on the new lathe, and he's been trying to perfect like the whatever they paint their sabers with, they put their sabers with. I don't know. It's just, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be it's going to be, I think, one of the nicest Terran Malicoses out there. And I think I'm going to be the only one that has one from them that is equipped with sound. And I hope that they can like recover. I really do.
Yeah. They told me today that tonight they're like going over everything, and by the end of the night, they should know if they're properly shutting down or if they can save it. Well, so I'm
fingers crossed.
Yeah. I hate to lose a good company like that makes unique stuff like all the time.
Like beautiful, unique stuff. Like,
yes.
And it's just, it would be a damn shame. Like I managed to, well, my girlfriend picked up the last one on the store, thankfully. So there's like, there's one
nice.
more. That one was beautiful. It was so good. And it'll be fun to compare, because like I was way back in the day, like I was their first customer. I literally have the first saber that they sold, and I really hope that's not the last saber that they sold. But that'd be a cool journey. But still,
it would be a bookend. But yeah,
that'd be a bookend. But I really hope it's not the bookend, because fucking like it's just, they've got some like unique, beautiful, amazing things that
and they're affordable. I mean,
and they're affordable.
No offense to Starfall Sabers, they make incredible hilts. That is gorgeous. That is so nice.
Damn. This is, in my opinion, this is the most beautiful thing they made. And like, this is something that I got out of, I ordered a mystery box from them.
That was a mystery box?
Yeah. This was 150 pounds.
Oh, that is amazing.
Talk about affordable for the most beautiful lightsaber in like.
That's absolutely gorgeous. Let me go get Paradigm. I want to show you what they made for me.
It's a damn shame. Like,
John's got a real nice one from them too with the.
This was a mystery box I got last May.
That's what I'm talking about.
yes, that one is
And-
so pretty.
Yeah,
The
that was-
weathering on it. Like
No one does.
even the leather. They weathered it. I don't know
Honestly,
how. I don't want to know how. It's like the magician giving up the secrets.
Honestly,
I
no
love
one
all
does
the
weathering
art.
like Revan Sabers.
Ugh. Even with the blazelet.
No, I really hope this is not the last. I really hope they get back. Yes. Oh,
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Just the etching and everything that they did on this thing and the weathering. He tried to blue the emitter. No, actually not. That's my Bastille Sean pair that has the bluing on the emitters. But just the wear and tear that they did on the wrap.
Yep.
hmm
And then this actually says in Arabic, it says paradigm. It's just like, I don't know. I feel bad for anybody that doesn't have one of these. I really do.
Right. This is something that if you're in this hobby, you need one at least.
Yeah. And of course, we kept buying them all up.
I know. I feel bad telling people to buy it, man. I see them and like I
Yeah.
grab it myself, But
Got a bunch of these things.
That's really
oh my
unique,
god, man.
Did you ever
And-
finish all the ones that you bought that you were going to paint yourself? Those are all.
Okay, so I started on those. I still have like 2 or 3 that I didn't do, but I stopped because I just felt like I was doing them such a disservice, and I just felt like I was committing a crime. But like we still have 2, and I'm gonna try again. I've gained a little confidence in it, so hopefully I will give that another shot.
Don't beat yourself up, man.
I will try. It's just that like you pick. Look at what they do to them. Like
Yeah,
and
right.
instead, like look at the fucking. And then look at the atrocity that I do to them. Like,
That was kind of cool.
like
No, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
it's just we have 1 or 2. I'm gonna try again. Definitely, they deserve. I'm gonna like try again. We're gonna learn to install. We're gonna install and hopefully get a few of them out. Maybe a few more people can have a Revan Saber even if they close down. But yeah, and of course,
Even if they just kind of like call it quits for a little while and reset and give themselves time to get themselves sorted, maybe there'll be a resurgence. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, there are other companies that kind of do similar work. Like I like a company called Custom Diversions, and I got that Ram Coda from them, so
yeah.
and but
Dude,
I
when
mean,
you flicked that blade plug out of it, it was so close to hitting the camera. I got so scared for you, man.
the thing is, it's like they don't use a lathe, and they don't do this kind of stuff, and and they just got that lathe.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's an absolute shame. And of course, the Stoney Magnum, the one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, these guys will always live on. Like it's literally on Forge. It's on your chest right now. Like my logo is a Revan Saber. Like that. I'll always
really?
remember these guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh god, yeah. I guess it's that one, isn't it? Is that one?
Wow.
There we go.
I will. Yeah, they will be greatly missed. But I'm hoping that after this live stream is over, I'll check my phone. And they're like, "We're fine. We'll be back tomorrow, or in a week, or in a month, or hey, we're taking a year off." Just like yeah.
If that's what it takes, let them take a year off.
Yeah.
When
They've
they
been
come back,
going
we'll be-
strong. They've been going strong for what, two and a half years now without
Yeah.
any sort of like break. So like, if they need a break, like,
Plus, Jamie is like in a band and shit, and like I'm sure
Oh,
they
yeah.
probably
Yeah, I see stuff on Instagram too. Yeah.
isolate. Yeah.
Yep.
That turns. I gotta turn this light on. It's getting too dark in here.
If that's what it takes, let them take a year off. We'll still be around. So I mean, hey.
Oh yeah. I'll be waiting here with open arms.
Oh yeah.
Sorry if it's like too shiny behind me, but it's...
No, I think that works.
Yeah, you're all right. Yeah,
You're good.
Yeah.
By
So,
the way,
John-
people in the chat, hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. Let's boost this thing.
Yes, thank you, John. So you got like 17 hits like in the last 3 weeks, right?
Yeah,
it feels like it.
Oh yeah, you just picked up a Vader's Vault, didn't you?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is nice.
It even came with a polishing cloth, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, "Yeah, this is why."
I was looking on eBay for Vader's Vault hilts, and I saw the polishing cloth on there, and I thought you decided to sell yours.
Yeah, dude, that thing is gorgeous.
There's some whispering going on this front.
Oh.
Wow.
It's like owning a Stradivarius.
Yeah, right.
Is that the most expensive hilt you have now? Is that
Yes, it is.
And probably will be for a while.
Yes, it will be. Yeah, I don't see myself getting another Vader's Vault unless it's one that I really got my eye on. But for now, I'm one and done.
I saw there was I saw there's one that I really want from them. I don't remember if they're still selling it. It had like a Suba thing going on. It had like a katana vibe to it. What's it called? Fuck. I don't remember, but yeah.
They
They're all
just
very,
re-released
very good.
they just re-released the Aggressive Negotiations. I like that one.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I got. Maelstrom Elite. 10 months I had to wait for that thing.
wow, dude.
Although I got off lucky. Sims had to wait, 13 months for his?
Yeah, it was longer than a year.
Yeah.
That's too long, man.
It is, but I mean, the quality of it. But
I mean, I know they're high quality, and I know they like make them
Oh,
like one-on-one.
The Sovereign. You're talking about the Sovereign.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, let me go get my Sovereign.
of course he's got one. Jesus.
Fuck.
Yeah, but I don't. It's
Paradigm
not
has
you.
pairs of every saber he's ever bought.
Hold on. Just trying to situate myself so things don't fall.
God, I gotta make a trip to just Paradigm. I just gotta go up there to Mississippi and just get in his house and just like
You and I can team up and raid the place. Woodruff.
Hey, I already did that, man.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Is that the wait, where's that one from?
This is from the Pox store.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That guy right there, yeah.
I don't know what kind of board it is, but it's no board, no smooth swing. But the hilt is gorgeous.
Now, this is just like as basic as it gets. It's not the Elite or anything. It's a baselet.
Oh, it's so pretty though.
That does look nice.
I would really like to get I'd like to get the Elite version of this. I love this thing so much. Now, you'd think that all of this mess here would be super uncomfortable to wield, but it really isn't. I mean, you just get used to it, and you just kind of your palm just kind of palms all that stuff. And right now I've got Forza split sound font in here, but my default
sound bank selection. Split. Audio player.
Split.
Surrender.
Rave, you still have much left. Rave says.
No, I'll get there. Carry on.
That's when you know it's a well-designed thin neck saber as well, because like there's this little like if you manage to grab with both these fingers on the emitter itself, if this is the finger resting on the thin neck, you've done something right. That's wieldable. You can use that.
Here we are. It's my default sound font for this thing.
Oh, it's so pretty.
That's
So pretty.
If I can recommend you definitely want to get one of these. This thing is amazing. It's so fun to wield. You do magic with it, you know.
I need to plan a trip to America, like the week that it's sent, and have it sent somewhere in America, because it's probably cheaper for me to buy a flight, go out there, than pay the fucking tax on that thing here in Iceland.
Like, Gray Paladin, he lives in
actually,
Belgium. Just having Gray Paladin lives in Belgium, and he like shipping there is just ridiculous from anywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Paladin is in Belgium?
Gray Paladin. He's in NATO.
Really? Oh,
He's
okay.
I don't know exactly what his title is, but he's he performs like with the. He's gonna beat me if he's watching this. I don't even know. It's like he performs with like the band. He like I think he does choreography or I'm not exactly sure what he does. We don't talk about it.
Really?
We talk about Sabers when we hang out. But he was living in Germany, and then he moved to Belgium, and his wife still lives in Germany. And I guess in a couple of years, when he's what's the word for when you get out of the military, when
discharged?
When he's discharged, I think they're going to be moving stateside. So I love that.
So
I love to visit him and like because he's like my brother from another mother. The guy, and we're just so tight, you know. And I never pry into like what people do for work. It's like, you know, it's your thing, you know. But I get to see the pictures of all the trips that he, you know, like he takes these sightseeing trips, and it's just like Europe is just so unrelentingly beautiful, you know.
It does have its moments. Not that can I say I'm a part of Europe? I technically am, but I'm just as far away from Europe as I am from not America. That's not true, but we're so isolated.
It'd be a heck of a drive and/or flight.
Yeah. But God, yeah.
So I thought you were coming to the States.
I am. I'm coming in. I fly out the 30th of June. I'll be spending the month in America, baby. Yeah.
Where are you flying into? Atlanta?
We're flying into
New York?
No. What? Chicago. We're flying to Chicago. We're landing in Chicago.
Oh, man. You're going like in the middle of the country a little bit.
Yeah, we're flying to Chicago, then we're flying to Washington, and then we're flying to San Francisco. And going to be spending some time around these places. Hopefully going to meet up with Grayscale Fonts in Chicago. No, not Chicago. Seattle.
Oh. You're not going in the South? Come on, bro.
I'm close. I'll definitely make. Are you kidding? There are so many of you guys down there, I think, right? So I got to make a trip down there at some point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's see.
You like tornadoes?
Lives in Florida. Nerf Herder and Rage, they live in Alabama. Mamba lives in Georgia. I live in Georgia. I think that's about it. In the South.
Yeah. I do. I have a dream trip. I really want to go to the States. I just want to try and rent. I just want to go between a few different creators, just meet up with you guys. It's not fly into an area, just we're going down to the South, driving around into this area for a week or two, and then flying to the other up to Paradigm, meeting with that guy, going to that fucking vault of Sabers, and just spending a week there to get content for the next 5 years for my channel.
There you go. At least 5.
If you came to me, there'd be so little to do. We'd have to take a road trip and go visit John, and we'll have to hang out to make the. I'll just load up a U-Haul you know, toy Sabers.
yeah. Hell yeah.
It's just like, and then they'll be like, "Hey, see you later, Stoney. Hey, wait, where'd all my stuff go? Ah,
Yeah.
damn you!"
And 5 weeks later, next video on Stoney's. Hey, look what I got. Yeah.
And I'll agree to that under one condition, Stoney, and that's that you give me whatever JQ Sabers you have, and don't take mine, and then you can go nuts. Because I've always been a huge JQ Sabers fan, and I'll just leave it at that.
JQ.
Yeah, JQ.
Yeah,
I think you have maybe one hilt. It's
Oh yes, I do. Yeah, I have. It's like a red one. Yeah. Deal.
No. Just don't take my bad axe, okay?
Okay.
Because by then
okay.
I'll probably have that, you know.
Yeah.
Bad Axe comes.
I wouldn't dare.
Ignoring all your old stuff, huh?
And you know the thing is, I just put in actual photon torpedo launchers. Like they're like quarter scale photon launchers. Yeah. You know, I can't actually use them because they have like a, you know, it would actually like destroy the whole town. But I mean, you know, yeah,
Just putting that out there.
Every time you see my my unboxing video that I have coming out tomorrow, I'm trying this new thing. I'm actually gonna have clips.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah. I am so low tech. It's pathetic. Yeah.
It's not. No, that's like the charm of your channel, though. I love it. I love just sitting there and just watching a guy unbox a lightsaber, and that's it. A guy you're just opening a lightsaber, you're enjoying it. Like it's.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's such a comfort thing to just like I watch it at work. I just sit down and I just watch it.
That's, you know, kind of like I just sort of if any of y'all are, you know, if you remember Sidious, just sort of I try to be sort of, I guess, my own thing, but I think of myself as Sidious but not as dry. I try to be, you know, I try to have like a pulse.
The American.
The problem is, like, I can't predict when I'm going to receive one of these damn things, and some days I'm just sort of shagged out and completely, like, I say English, can't speak, no can do words, you know, and I'm, you know, it's like, here, just like
Saber.
Well, he would always have that pool house or whatever he had, like that indoor pool.
Yeah,
I love that.
He would turn it on in the dark, and it was great for showing it off. And then he'd go off in the distance, and you could hear the echo of it in the place. But
he'd be behind the pool, or in the pool in front, and he had no skills with a lightsaber whatsoever.
Yeah,
just
none.
Yeah, he swirled it. He didn't really spin.
Does anyone know what happened to him? He just disappeared.
He was getting some hard times, and he just deleted his channel. He was like, "The hell with this."
I always was he seemed to be very moneyed, and I thought maybe he had his own business or whatever, and then I don't know. I think he's alive and well.
Yeah,
from the last reports I heard, but I mean, it just was sort of like I do know he had that. If anybody remembers, he had that row with the owner of 89 Sabers, and that was kind of like notorious. That was kind of a famous. The two of them were going at it on like a comment section of one of his videos.
Oh, really?
And I think a lot of people I think he had some difficulties with certain viewers because you know how it is. I mean, people they get they get really rude sometimes, and I don't know. It takes a very special kind of person to know how to deal with that. Like, I just don't put up with that. Like, if it reaches a certain level, I just report it and then block and whatever. Other people I'll actually just ignore, and some people I'll like actually address and say, well, that was completely unfounded. And then usually I'll have like 2 or 3 other people who will come and defend me, and I don't even have to deal with it. But I think he seemed kind of like the sort of person that maybe, I don't know, maybe that was more than he was willing to deal with. I think he just kind of
could be.
decide to pull up his tent stakes and say, fuck it,
He had a bunch of subscribers, so you think he probably got like a lot of, crazy comments probably.
It's
He
hard
was really big before he quit, wasn't he?
Huh?
He was fairly big, like a lot of subscribers, right? Like right
Yeah,
before
He
quit.
was
So he probably got
around-
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah,
it was like
I think he-
16,000, right?
yeah, I think.
I feel
Yeah. I thought
I think that's the last number I remember.
Yeah, it was something like that. I mean, back then that was a lot.
Yeah.
Now I feel like Sir James, he's got like how many?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Carly,
So,
Gamer Fusion, Sir James.
I mean, he's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
popular too.
He Sir James he does more like little miniatures, and he does like the gaming and the modeling, and he doesn't do as many sabers, but there was a point there where he was getting almost as many sabers as as I was during my heyday, or John's been lately. John.
Yeah, no.
oh, okay.
I got a ways to
Yeah,
go before
no,
I'm
but
on
I mean,
your guys' level.
He was getting a lot, yeah.
The
But
Island
then you
Jedi
got
said
like
he
Carly
he
King.
went 120K.
Oof,
That's what he said.
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah, it looks like he's just doing like Disney park stuff now. Oh no, there's a Corband.
I think he was the first dude I ever saw with the dark ray that flipped down. He was the first person I ever seen.
Oh, the fold out? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that actually lit up. It's got like the little magnetic things up that clicks together.
Yep.
Hey Shannon, put a Daewon Gray's comment up if you don't mind, because that's
I'm amazed I never
story.
heard of this guy.
What, this one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I remember watching that video.
That saber, that was one of the very first eco sabers. It's like the little Kyojin or the Mighty, whatever the fuck it was called, and he dropped it in a pool and he killed it. And then he made a video like 2 weeks later. The thing came back to life.
Yeah, so it was
Oh, nice.
again. It was crazy.
I love it. And then he would always have like some $800 saber, and he'd be out by his lake in the back of his house, and he'd be like talking about his sabers, and I'd be like, dude, watch out for the water, man. Don't drop that in the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was like the first person I ever watched.
Yeah.
Mine was what's her name? She's still going. I think she's like the saber sourcing. Yes, thank you.
Hands?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hands.
The hands.
Off of hands.
I want to talk to her at some point.
She
it
does have
was-
some good stuff on the channel.
Huh?
She does have some good stuff on that channel, though. She does.
Yeah.
She has.
Yeah.
But
Very informative in my early days when I didn't know what I was talking about. Like I used to watch her and be like, oh, that's what that is. Oh, yeah.
But like, I know what her she sells a lot of that stuff on eBay, and I know like every time I see she'll do a video, I'm like, well, there it is. It's for sale. I don't think she keeps anything.
No,
Just-
I think she has. What did she call it? She called it like a fish and something. I don't know.
You catch and release.
Catch and release.
Catch and
yeah.
release. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
But every time I like see like the hands and it's on a bed, it's always kind of like the same thing. She never has like scissors. It's always like she's always using like like child scissors or something, and she can never get the package.
Yeah.
And I just want to buy her a knife. Like send her a really good knife. It's a Ginsu.
Yeah, right.
That was it was sourcing and City of Sabers, and then I started, and then I watched Paradigm for a bit, and then I think that was just you three that I like knew about at the time.
I can't believe I've been around that long. That's weird.
Am I misremembering?
No, I don't think so.
No, because I started watching you, Stoney, along with Sidious and Saber sourcing, and then I think I found Paradigm, and I found a few of Shannon's parking lot videos, which were fun as hell to watch. I gotta tell you.
Classics.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I want to get back to that so bad. The dueling, dude. I miss it so much. But freaking Blake's working 12 hours and 7 days a week. And I'm like, dude,
Oh.
no one wants a duel. He's like, I'm making money right now. And I'm like,
No wonder he's
"Okay,
breaking Sabers. He's a little
Sabers
salty
got
about it.
money." What?
I said, no wonder he's breaking Sabers. He's a little salty about how he has to work.
Yeah. He's always,
Taking it out on your stuff.
he's always breaking my shit, that son of a gun.
He keeps breaking your stuff, and Saber Chio keeps fixing it.
I got to hit him with this one next.
All right, let's see your let's get the why.
Yeah, show and tell.
The heretic. I want to see that thing. Nice.
The baby Star Killer.
So what do you think of the first Harvest board?
Dude, I really like it.
Let me see the pommel of that thing. Let me see the pommel. Did they add what is that?
That's the pommel that comes with it. Yeah,
I
didn't add
have
that.
a heretic. I don't remember having bolts on it like that. I think they may have changed that design.
If you look at this and then look at the Elite, I can't remember what it's called, but Zach's got one. It's the Elite version of this. I mean, it looks exactly like it. It's just smaller, no box, and there's no. I think he's got the jewel right there. Mine's just got the little cut.
No, you mean he's got the. I mean
He's got the
he's
Elite.
got the heretic. The heretic that's the heretic, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he's got the.
That's the apprentice version. So he's got. There's only one.
Zach has the Elite version of this. I don't know what it's called though.
Yeah,
it looks exactly the same.
They're Reliant. He just commented they're Reliant.
No jewel. Oh, there he is. Yeah, they're Reliant.
There is the man.
Yeah. Thank you, Zachary. Yeah. But I mean, other than that, it's the same hill. It's just smaller. But
yeah,
I love it. The leather wrap is so clean. Oh. The only thing I wish that it doesn't do is accent swings.
Yeah, that's the one flaw I think of that soundboard.
The smooth swing though it's smooth. Super smooth. Little horsepower.
Nice.
And people dying, obviously.
You get the force sound with it's just like a lion or something roaring in the background for 5 minutes.
I'm not sure.
I have that sound font. Well, I mean, I've got my my oracles fitted with that soundboard, but then I also have plenty of hilts with the champion board.
Yeah.
And my what the hell is it called? My Archon has. No, is it my Archon? I can't remember. Oh.
I know, they all start to melt together.
No, no, it's my Nova. My Nova, that's my default sound font on my Nova because that's a red blade.
Oh yeah,
it's a really cool sound font. It's just all over the place. It's super aggressive.
Yeah, I like the sound fonts that came with it. The Saber ones. They all sound good.
Yeah, just no accent swings.
Yeah, no accent swing. That's all. That's the whole thing.
If all the producers of the various and sundry soundboards could just lick that one little issue, just I'll sacrifice one sound font if we can have the accent swings for all the other sound fonts.
Yeah.
I don't think
the way they're improving all the tech. I mean, just the hilts and the boards. I'm sure it's just a matter of time. The X-Tor with the smooth swing. The smooth swing was wonky as shit on the version before now, and now this one is super clean. It sounds real good.
Yeah, and the just listening to or just watching watching LGT as they kind of like just keep coming out with different versions regularly, and they just keep improving it. This last version is just really, I mean, it's a game changer, you know.
Yeah.
I have I ordered I ordered a LGT Saber from a company that I won't name because everyone's gonna like rag on me. It's not who you think.
It's the second one you think.
But let's just say it's one of the companies that gets affiliated a lot. It's where I bought my my Silver Crusher, and I've never had a problem with them. They have a Nihilist hilt, and I wanted to because I don't see anybody getting it. It's really pretty.
That's the bulbous dildo looking one, right?
It's the bulbous dildo looking one.
Yeah.
Also known as it can be actually used as a dildo. It's multi-purpose.
Exactly. You're getting two things in one.
And I don't think it has a cover tick wheel. So, boom. Yeah.
Covering all the bases, great. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a nice finish on it, so it's not gonna rust. You know. Built-in vibration features, sound effects, you name it. It's illuminated in case you lose it. I'm done. Oh shit.
The weirdest feature I think I've had on a lightsaber is the my vibrating one though. That is like
That's
interesting.
A Superforge thing.
Yes, it is. Is that still available?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You pick that thing up, it's like
yeah, it's like you turn it on, and you feel like it like vibrates with the swings. It's actually kind of cool, but it's kind of dumb. But it's like you can feel like the
rumble.
It's yeah.
Why?
It's like it is kind of cool, but it's just like
very suggestive.
Right.
Let's take him bougie to a different level.
Yeah, we this is the one, right? The JQ one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have one of those. That one's a Profi NeoPixel, the one that I have. But I like the red. It's nice. What does that have for a soundboard? Is that just like a Pico Crumble or something? Like
yeah, it's a Pico Crumble. Wait, that's the old like CFX the ones. It's the same one the Saber Trio used to use on their FX Sabers.
They still use that actually. They just
they
haven't
do.
been them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Pico Crumble.
You hit it and it goes donk donk.
Yeah.
Yeah. My Vulcan has one. I've got so many Sabers with a Pico Crumble. I think yeah. It's such a cool soundboard. It's so simple and
it is, yeah,
gratifying. And
Darth sound too.
Yeah, it's the Darth.
That's got some bass.
It's very nice.
Nice.
We can talk about this after the live stream if you want.
Okay. It's just like the one of my first Sabers that I ever bought was a JQ Sabers, and ironically it has it's like a Qui-Gon. They have like a variation of the Qui-Gon without the shroud, and it's like it has the light side Pico Crumble. And then the second Saber I bought from them was called a Conspirator, and it's got a now Biscotti V4. Still two of my favorite Sabers, but I don't know. It's just sort of like they've gotten really expensive. Like a lot of when they'll sell like a Vader, and it'll just be like once you convert it to from euro to or whatever they use pounds now over there, right? Because they're not in the union, and it gets so expensive, and I think he charges a premium price, and and the like the website is just so remarkably unreliable. You know, there's only like a handful of Sabers, and they're all like sold out for like 3 months before he updates it. You know, but
Yeah,
um,
they're a nice saber though.
he makes I forgot, God, I can't remember his name, but his wife passed away like last year, I think, or the year before. And it was a rough situation. And the guy is still carrying on, and you know, he's still making sabers and keeping on. So power to him.
Oh yeah, seriously, that's oof.
But these are the types of, you know, stories that go around with a lot of these sabersmiths, as you guys know from Revan Sabers, like what they had to deal with, and it's just sort of like, and your heart just goes out to them, you know, because if there's one thing this community is about, it's about love, you know.
Yeah, I've met very few bad apples in this community.
Yes, Cole, I did see those shrouds. Did you guys see the new shrouds for the flagships?
Yes.
No, not yet.
They're like different shapes and stuff, and some of them are pointed. I think there's like 3 or 4 different variations now.
That's one of my bucket list sabers. Get a flagship, send it off to Jeremy, and tell him to go nuts.
Sorry to hear that they won.
Oh,
that's harsh. That's harsh. Sorry, dude.
Hang in there. It's not easy.
So, what about these new LGT hilts that just popped up? You know what I'm talking about? There's a new Skinny Flex, there's a Yoda, there's a Crystal Chamber Star Killer.
They just in a Mace Windu.
Yeah, I got
Mace
a
Windu, yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts?
No, go ahead.
I just they are looking a lot better. They are stepping up their game. They still have like a weird, I don't know what it is. There's just like, there's a lot of, some of the metal like just looks kind of plasticky to me for whatever reason. And I just don't like it. Like, I'm not an LGT guy. I've bought a few of them, and I'm going to make an effort to just stay away from them for, I don't know. I want to help the actual like sabersmiths and custom smiths and stuff. Like, I don't want to buy into LGT. Honestly, I think I've been soured by just scrolling through TikTok and seeing all of the buy now, get
They're
3
everywhere.
for free.
Resellers everywhere.
Like, they don't care who buys their sabers. They don't care about the amount of scams that are using these sabers or that blah blah blah. And I just the sabers are getting a little better, even though I say the metal still looks a bit plasticky. Like, I look at the Obi-Wan episode 3 they have, and it's just like,
the finishes that they use are like the graphics that they have is really shiny, and it's just kind of it's the finish that looks plasticky. Like, you know, I just kind of like exploit them for like certain hilt designs that I just can't afford. Like, or there just aren't any. Like, I've always kind of wanted a nihilist, joking aside, and all the other versions I've seen available, I just didn't really care for, and then I saw that one, and it was just like the price was right. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't hold anything against people actually buying them, because they're very affordable, and they are a great deal. Like, they do have, like, for what you're paying for, you get a good both Beat Saber and a saber you can put on the shelf and show off.
It's a great intro for the hobby.
It's a great, yes, exactly. Like, you can get better in both directions. You can get a better saber to swing, and you can get a better saber to show off. But they're a great, like, they are the middle ground for this hobby right now.
Yeah.
And at least, you know.
If you're just starting out, you start with them, and when you know you're going to stay in the hobby, then you branch out and spend, invest in it. But if you're going to be one and done, LGT.
Yeah. But like, and of course, with the whole finish thing, like, if you want to get the Obi-Wan hilt, like, you can dirty it up yourself. I'm sure if you have any idea of how paint works, you can probably fix that plasticky look. But it's just, they have some other just problems that I'm not gonna. What's the word I'm looking for? I like other companies. It's just
That's fair. That's fair.
So, Stoney, who's your go-to? Who is other than like Revan Sabers?
who is my go-to other than Raven Sabers? Honestly, I haven't bought a saber in a very long time. I've got a project that's been going on for, I think, over half a year now that all my money is kind of going into, and so I've been waiting to like getting to save again. But I got sent a saber from Force Sabers UK. I guess that's my newest saber. I tried. I guess the other one would be the Pack Store, I think. But it's been a long time. But I think like that's like most of my sabers, other than Revan, come from there, I think. But
There's a couple. What was the UK company there?
Force Sabers.
Force Sabers. Yeah, there's a couple different.
Oh God, we lost.
Oh,
Yep.
he's been shut down. He was about to say something controversial there.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
You hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I love your is it Saber Project. Your black.
I wish, yeah.
I love that hit, man.
That is literally my favorite hilt that I have. I wish I could afford more Saber Project hilts.
ooh.
This is the best swing saber I have ever used. It is so good.
Is that a stunt saber? Or does that have a board on it?
That is a CFX.
Okay.
It's so
Nice.
good.
Red 5 standing by.
That look.
It's so good.
Pretty sure when you got that, that's why I decided to have this one upgraded to CFX. It's basically it too, because I had to go inside Pico Crumble. So I sent this back to Saber Trio, and I was like, "Can you leave the baselit and add the CFX?" And I was like, "Sure." So I dueled this thing.
Yes, exactly. I've come to realize this, that I'm not a fan of NeoPixel. I'm not the guy to come to where it's like, oh, what's the best board, or oh, the technology of lightsabers is so cool.
Yeah.
I this is my favorite thing. Like I love using them. I love dueling with them. Yes, NeoPixels are cool. Don't get me wrong; they're very cool. But like, I love just a smooth swing saber that I can actually use. So I love that you can just get non-NeoPixel ones, because the blade effects are cool.
95% of my stuff is all baselit. I think I have like 2 NeoPixels, and the graphics that I have, and then I bought a Xenopixel core from Dark Wolf, and I swapped out the core of my my Legionnaire. I put that in there, so I have just a couple of Neos, and that's it. And the Revan, not the Revan, the Reaver that I ordered from Saber Trio. That's going to be a NeoPixel, but that'll be like my first Saber Trio. So yeah, I went upgraded a little bit.
Yeah,
But by and large, it's baselit all the way.
Yeah, I actually would like one CFX NeoPixel, just for the fact that if I'm gonna do sound font reviews, I would like a NeoPixel that I can actually put fonts on, because I'm not going through the Profi steps, because I'm way too dumb for that.
Yeah.
So I'd love just one of those. But other than that, like, also I love that I haven't gotten one of these yet, but there's like this new puck thing that you can like put in the NeoPixel saber that turns it into a Tricree lead.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Ooh.
I love that. I love that so much. It's
Nice.
brilliant. So yeah, but yeah.
So you don't have any more NeoPixels? You don't have any right now?
Huh?
You don't have any NeoPixels right now?
Oh no, I have plenty. I just
Okay.
when you have 40 sabers, you pick up a few of everything.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what, did you sell them all? Yeah.
I will be.
Buy another one.
I will be. I'm planning on my girlfriend and I. We're gonna go over everything, and I'm gonna keep like 6 sabers, but we're gonna install and reinstall, and like we're gonna get rid of everything.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'll just have one Neo left, and this one, and like 2 others, and everything else I'm gonna try and get rid of. Well, and my Revens, of course.
Right, yeah. Because I like the NeoPixel's cool, like the videos and stuff with, but you don't need 7 of them.
No,
just the one.
I mean, 2 max.
I'm one of mine because I've got 2. I want to sell one of mine and get some more stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. It's just fun. It's like fun just to have one and just kind of sit there and just like watch the blade like ignite and retract.
It is a cool look. I'm not going to deny it.
Right. I've literally sat there and just got mesmerized by doing that. It's so satisfying. Just click and pew, pew.
That's like the Xeno that I have is gesture control, so I'll just be like,
yes,
and yep,
they're amazing. Like the gesture is amazing.
Yeah,
like, you don't need 5 of those.
He's great. Come on, Paragon, come back, buddy.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I told him to come back. I think he's gone now from the bottom of my thing, so I think he might be trying to leave and then come back. So
laptop issue, maybe.
We believe, Paradigm. We believe.
Clap your hands.
We believe, Paradigm.
He said his camera's not working. All right, we'll unplug it, plug it back up.
Yeah, right. Speaking of Saber Forge, I got this one.
Even Zach said he's a base suit guy now too.
Yeah.
All of us are. It's the thing. Like you get like that's a beautiful looking saber.
This is the Emerald Knight.
That is beautiful.
Saber Forge. Show down so you can see the emitter on it.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of us that are making content, we've had NeoPixels, and they're really, really cool, but it's just like, it's for those of us who aren't programmers, it's basically the same thing no matter what you get. Like you can get a Golden Harvest, you can get a CFX, you can get a Profi, you can get a Xeno, and it's like some people go crazy for that. It's like, I got a Profi, I can do so much with this. But like for me, it's like it's a NeoPixel. That's where it stops.
Yeah.
So like I like baselit with smooth swing is like the perfect thing.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's all about the design of the hilt. That's what attracts me more than anything.
Yes. That's why I love Revan Sabers so much.
Yeah. Yep.
The hilt is number 1. I don't care about blade styles. Like it's the hilt, the sound, and then the blade styles, or like then the light. Like I just hilt, light, sound, but it's the
not
hilt,
only that, but with baselit. I mean, I'm always sparring with my kids all the time, and I do not feel comfortable doing that with a NeoPixel.
Yeah.
I
will say though, a lot of them, like the thick LGT ones, I was testing out because I got a Xeno, and I was just testing out like dueling with it, and it's holding up. Like they hold up these days, but it's still like you feel bad doing it.
Yeah,
because I broke one.
Yeah, you did. You did break one.
Yep.
It's the connection to the PCB board.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because like it's wiggling. The pixel strip is wiggling a little bit because it's not like secure. It's just it's wrapped in foam, but like it's still moving. So as you're like doing stuff like this and stuff like it's just pulling on that solder. But like the blade itself took health punishment, and then I was worried about the pins. I was like, surely that'll be the first thing that breaks because they're not against it. But if you think about it, I mean, it's except for those 2 little circles, it's pretty flat in there. I mean, your blade would have to move like through the damn hilt for it to break it, I think. So that PCB on the blade, that a tip, I guess, is probably the 2 things you break. I've dueled with mine 4 times, and the 4th time it started, blinking, and I was like, "Oh, I'm stopping. I'll put it up." And then Johnny at Dark Wolf, he actually fixed it for me for free.
Oh damn!
Yeah, he tried to walk me through it, but like, I couldn't get the connections like soldered like good enough because I'm not a very good solderer. I mean, I can solder, but I just not like those perfect little dollops. Yeah. He was like, dude, he's like, just send it back to me.
Oh, they're so infuriating. The perfect little dollops. Like I've done a little bit of soldering, and you're like, it's just, fuck no, and then you gotta like burn it to like take it back, and you can't. You just spread it more on. It's like no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's what I do. Yeah.
What? Yeah, Jedi. Sorry, not Jedi Phoenix. Oh, I mean, I guess you are Jedi Phoenix, John.
Yeah.
That was you and your son in my community video, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yep.
Guys, that was so good.
I was not at that thumbnail that you did with us in the middle.
Yes. Oh,
Oh
I'm
my
literally
God.
pulling it up. Like it's
I
so.
saw that and I showed Noah. We were both like, damn.
Right in the middle, dude. And it looks so good.
It
And
And then
looks
Stoney even in
perfect.
between us. It was almost like a movie
Yeah.
poster.
Like it's so good. Oh, it fits so perfectly.
I wasn't expecting that, man. I thought you were gonna put us in the corner or something, but bam.
Hey, look
Smack
at
dab
them.
in the middle.
There we
Yep.
go.
Yep, there we are.
Ah, it was so perfect.
Yeah, dude.
Paradigm up there watching over us. God, this is the best thumbnail I think I've ever had on the channel. It's so cool. I love these guys. I love all these people.
Noah's actually into live action role play swords now, LARP swords. So I keep
Oh.
on telling him he
Is he
should be
really?
jump. Huh?
Is he really?
Really?
Yeah, he's got a few of them. So I keep telling him, do his own YouTube channel, and I think eventually he will, but he's got to warm up to it. So
Yeah. I mean, it's not for everyone.
no, it isn't. But I mean, he's he's into that stuff. So I mean, whatever you're into, go.
Yeah. But back to Saberforge. I haven't had a new one in a long time. Are they still as sharp as they used to be?
No.
Okay.
Mine is like, I mean, like it's up there with Saber Trio, dude, the craftsmanship. I mean, it really is.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I thought maybe, like right here,
Yeah,
like
that
right
one,
there.
that spot was
Yeah,
always
look.
bad.
the sharpest spot is probably that little, it's like a notch where like you could put a jewel.
Yeah.
Like in the
Yeah,
reliant.
there's nothing on this that
I mean, but like it's not like it won't
feels like
cut
it's gonna cut my head or anything.
it won't cut you.
Okay. Because I just remember like back in the day, like I have a few of them and like they were all just it left me with like tiny scars on my hands every time I used them. And it's been a while now, so I haven't dared buy another one since because they just hurt.
No,
But
I ordered a couple last year. One of the katanas and the gladius, and I haven't had an issue with either one of them.
okay, sweet.
So,
Good.
I know when I first started, it was between them and Ultra Sabers, and all the there was a ton of bad reviews for Saberforge, and I was like, they must suck. I was like, their hilts are gorgeous, but I mean, there's just so many bad reviews. So I went with Ultra Sabers. I bought my first 3 from them, and I used the shit out of them.
Yeah, God, I gave Ultra Saber so much money.
Here's Paradigm. He's back.
well, yeah, those are the unboxings I found. Your first ones. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible. You're buying different sabers and just try to get different colors. I want a red. I want a blue. I'm like, damn, come out with RGB like 6 months earlier.
Yeah. God. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi. Everything okay?
Did you pull your camera cord out, buddy?
My camera decided to randomly change settings.
Oh. Yeah, it happens.
So I had to restart everything, and then it still wasn't working. I'm like, why? I had audio, but then I'm like, so I look at what camera was selected. I'm like, well, why did you change to the it like changed to the end to the built-in? Just randomly, it had changed from
to the laptop camera instead of your
and that one shuttered, so and I couldn't get this thing up and running. So I'm like, anyway, Earth technology. What are you gonna do? I can't destroy the planet.
yeah, right.
So and now I'm like in the bottom left-hand corner where Stoney was.
Yeah, I've gotten promoted. I'm moving up in the world.
Reduce 2 steps right there, Paradigm. Stoney is now Lance Corporal Stoney.
Shut up there.
I'm sorry.
Quiet you.
They were just bad mouthing Ultra Sabers a little bit.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, you're right on time.
Right on time. Get in, jump on in here.
What the hell is
mystery
that
boxes
company?
just to try to get like a different color?
They're like such a backwater company now that like
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
nuts.
you know what's funny is I don't know if like this kind of came up in the discussion, but at one point Ultra Sabers videos were just ubiquitous. They were just everywhere. And now, if just for shits and giggles, every once in a while, I'll go on and I'll be like, "Hey, I wonder if anybody's bought an Ultra Saber recently." And then you see, like 2 years ago, someone did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any new ones.
I actually
they're
looked
If you're
a couple weeks ago for their Ultra Pixel unboxing. Ultra Sabers, Ultra Pixel unboxing. And
yeah,
I
it's
that thing came out in like
They
4 or
were-
5 months ago?
they were so far behind for so long, and then all of a sudden a lot of other, like LGT came, and then a lot of other companies came that actually used modern technology for it, and
Yeah.
they just kind of left in the dust. Guys, I got such a good laugh out of them. For whatever reason, I can't like unsubscribe from the newsletter, so I'm still getting that, and I got the newsletter for their Dark Saber.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
I
chunky-
laughed
that chunky
so
boy.
hard.
It's so huge.
It's so, like they couldn't
like
even
a
get
super
the
small
one
Dark
thing that
Saber.
makes it special. It's circular.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
comical. It's kind of like
It's
it's like the
comical.
Comic Sans of lightsabers or some shit. It's like
Oh,
I don't know what they were thinking when they designed that thing. Like
they're
They had to get their new core in it. They've got like this new core that they're using. Well, it's not really a core. It's more of a battery holder and speaker that's glued together.
It's a chassis, but here's the thing: you got to pay extra for it.
really
Yes.
And I don't think
seriously.
it's
Yep.
not secured. Like I think it still floats.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, they do have some nice hilt designs. I'm not going to deny it. And if my thing eventually, if I can figure out how to do installs and finish what I'm working on, I want to get like empty hilts from them and put like, a Verso or a CFX or whatever in there.
Yeah,
And
they
do my
have a
own
few I
thing.
like to have too.
their
Like-
hilts are designed for customization. I have a Manticore that Blue Force Sabers turned into one of my most prized sabers. I have a I can't remember what the hilt's called. It's kind of like a primitive version of a thin neck saber. I forget what the model's called. Again, Blue Force Sabers, customize that, and it's and they're filled with Verso, and then I've got like I don't know what it's called. It's like one of the basic
But you got an Aeon with the Pico
it's
Crumble?
like an Aeon, and that one's got a Pico Crumble in it, and that's really nice because the person that did the install they really did a very good job, and it has a nice chassis, and the switch like changes, it like goes from one primary color to the next, and it's just a really, really nice saber. And so the hilts are redeemable. I mean,
Yeah, it's just the
maybe not.
electronics and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
Some are redeemed. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it depends on like what you're looking for. To me, they're very thick. They're uncomfortably thick.
I don't mind that though.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
like,
Their designs, like I like their designs. It's not much different than Saber Trio size. Like the one, like the few lines that they made that were like their designs. Like the Apprentice Hero I got. There's this one. I can't remember what it's called. I mean, it's real similar.
Yeah.
But like when you start getting like into their bougier looking hilts, like I got this one too. This one feels like almost twice as big.
Oh, the Spectre, yeah.
Yeah,
That looks
I feel like
huge.
I feel like it's.
It
I
is.
mean,
It is.
very, very comfortable saber though. I have one. It's
Yeah.
It's really.
It is comfortable,
Yeah.
but it's just big. It's just too big. I don't know. I just think
I've just never I've never knocked their hilts. It's just when you have an install that's the main ingredient is duct tape or electrical
Yeah.
tape,
And hot glue.
and then it's just I don't know. It's just there's just so much weirdness going on in there. I mean, look, they're a company that could fix them. They didn't even need to go the whole ultra pixel route. They just needed to add blade retention, LED retention screws, and a chassis, and everyone would have been like, oh.
And smooth
Yeah.
swing.
Yeah,
Smooth
the
swing.
smooth swing was just retarded. So sorry to. It's not a bad word, but
Scandalous.
Yeah, I know.
No, my third cousin removed 6 times is retarded. How dare you? Sorry. That's probably more offensive than what you said, but
Good job. Nah, yeah.
It's okay. I'm autistic. I'm allowed to make fun of that.
I'm on the spectrum. I know I am. So don't
Yeah, that's the rule, right? Like
it really is.
I'm on the gay spectrum. I'm on the asexual spectrum, so I can make fun of those people.
I'm on the atheist spectrum, so I'm a completely different animal. So,
same, yeah. I think just I need to. I don't know. I remember when I gave up like Ultra Sabers, I made like a video about it, very dramatic, very handheld camera, like no more Ultra Sabers, and like it was during my it was during my whole I had this friend who was like got me through a lot of shit in life, but they were also kind of like an activist, and they like kind of had I had my activist phase for a little bit, and like I was like people were telling me rumors about the owner and the whole outdated bullshit and a lot of like scammy stuff and blah blah blah, and I just like no more Ultra Sabers, and like I didn't even do like real. I like Googled it twice and just like looked up the rumors, and it was just like, yeah, that must be true, and it's just like I have no idea if they actually are, but I haven't looked. I do have like my actual thing is like I don't enjoy holding them, like that's just my own personal opinion for it.
Yeah.
The other stuff that they may be wrong about, like, yeah, their shit is outdated. They don't really take care of your electronics, and they're just very behind. But like, yeah, the reasons I like stopped are like way different now than they were then. Like, I don't know if I want to give them another chance because like they just, again, I don't enjoy holding them. But yeah, it was weird.
They haven't altered their catalog of sabers in so long. They have, I mean, other than that dark saber monstrosity, they haven't really introduced anything. And, what you can respect about Saberforge is they'll have a design, and they'll retire certain designs, but other ones they'll come out with a different version, the Mark II or the Mark III.
Yeah.
They're constantly evolving, certain sabers, and I think that's kind of the way you have to do it. Like, it's like when Ultra Sabers came out with their V5s, that was when I first started in the community. That was like the thing. Ooh, and I like the V5s, but then it's just like, guys, there are other numbers. There's a 6. There's a thing called a 7. And there's also sometimes, occasionally, rarely, there's an 8. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Seriously, and shocking. But no, they just stopped, and and they just kind of like they're not changing, and what changes they've made has been laughable.
They were probably making so much money that they was like, they don't really need to change anything. It's just
Stop making money,
and then we put claws on this one. And
actually, I take back what I said about the Nihilist saber. I forgot this thing existed.
They don't like the Monarch.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're ever short a leg on a table, that thing will shoot.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
I actually like that thing. I forgot when it had nickel plating.
It's ripped. Why is it ripped?
It's a straight up sex toy, dog.
It's for massages. It's for massages. Come on, man.
Sorry.
No, we're still in the air. It's all good.
It's a good Christian chat. I'm so sorry.
This beggars the question: have a nihilist or a monarch ever appeared in a porn movie?
I'm sure.
Oh God.
I'm sure.
And
No, I imagine they just use the Force Effects sabers. I don't think they go like deeper than Toys R Us.
Or do they go deeper than that? Sorry.
I can't.
I'm a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Fans
Yeah.
out.
There we go. That's
Oh God.
I mean,
No.
look at the guard.
Darth Rage. He just got the
That guard is 4 foot
he got the
wide. bro.
Galaxy's Edge version of that. No one's listening. We'll be over here.
yeah. No, I was listening. He
Yeah,
just
no, I
got the
heard it.
Galaxy's Edge version.
He got it.
You saw that, and I was like, yeah, that looks so much better than what Ultra Sabers chat out.
I mean, I think everyone did a better job than Ultra Sabers. But
It's really not that difficult. I don't understand. Just don't make it bulbous. That was
yeah,
the thing.
I
they
haven't
just
seen any reviews of it yet either, though. I haven't seen any reviews.
Here's a picture. This is what I was
You
thinking.
can't buy that stuff, bro.
Too bulbous.
Oh, yeah. It's like they were like, we have a lathe. Like the
Yeah.
lathe can't do square. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll work with it.
That's how, I mean, even the
Do
back
square
one
or
has
round, but not the
square
same.
sides.
yeah.
And then like the new one from Dark Wolf, was it Dark Wolf? I know it's LGBT, but
Yeah, that's
the new version is, dude, it's nice. Cody's got one.
You want me to go get mine?
Yeah, go get yours.
Yeah. That's why I'm upstairs, so I can go get all these things.
Right.
Yeah, Raymond DeGraw in the chat brings up a good point. The best board on the market. Yeah, no.
Oh,
They
no.
need to revamp that.
No. He will always say that.
Like at least a new version of
The
it. If you're gonna
best
keep...
soundboard on the market. With no smooth swing, buddy?
No.
Come on now.
I mean, it's loud and clear. I'll give it that. But I mean, no smooth swing.
That's just the speakers, though. They use good speakers. I give them that.
Yeah.
I do love this thing. This is really,
See, I need a blade like that for mine.
yeah, here.
Does that one have the squared
Oh, dude, if you're
blade socket?
What's that?
Does it have the square blade socket? It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of a little bit, let me see, it's a little bit on the rounded side. I can't really get it in there, but.
It's thin though.
And as far as I know, the blade's polycarbonate, so shouldn't break. I had a acrylic blade on the one that you have now, Shannon.
Yeah.
Well, the one that I kept, and that thing just broke like a couple weeks ago. But this,
Was it a ripper blade?
no, I bought it from someone on eBay, and
Oh.
it was like too thin at the base, whereas this thing just kind of like it's wide and it just goes in about that far, and it's just I mean this is not meant really, as far as I'm concerned, for spinning or flourishes or anything too fancy. It's just kind of a replica, and it's just, as far as a replica goes, it's very gratifying, and like
Yeah.
and you can take the blade out of the thing, just like Tim was saying with his Galaxy's Edge, is that was whatever. You just you don't want for the hilt, because it's a replica. So of course he cosplays, so I don't really cosplay, but no, I mean it's the weight's not too bad. But my main fear is I don't want to break the blade.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's really, really nice, and for what I paid for it, because I got kind of a deal. I bought it off of someone secondhand on eBay as I acquire most of my stuff. So.
Yeah. See, I didn't need one of those polycarbonate style blades like that, but I need it to be round on the very end.
yeah, go for a ripper blade.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're expensive, but
Do they have the polycarbonate ones too, or is it just the acrylic blades?
They have I think they're just acrylic as of right now, but I think they were working on polycarbonate. Last time I talked to them, at least. But I mean, I've had my Darksaber. I think it's acrylic, right?
Ripper blade.
Yeah, I've got the Ripper blades. They're good.
Yeah.
Like they've held up for a year now, and I've like spun with them a few times. I've never dueled with them because like like the stem will break, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They're beautiful to have. They're expensive, but they're really, really beautiful.
Do you remember how much yours was?
I think I got like one of the expensive ones, like a black onyx one, so it was like 140.
Whew,
I think
that's pricey for a blade.
yeah, but it's beautiful. It's all handcrafted, and it's gorgeous.
And each one's kind of unique. It's got kind of like the Revan Sabers vibe. You know, there's no two exactly.
They do. They do also have like a Ripper clones, which is like, you know, damaged or not damaged, but like lightly scratched ones that they can't sell for full price. So you might find one there as well.
Oh no, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they got like they cut off. They cut it down to like, I mean, the 140 would go down to buy something. I'm not sure, but you check out there. They have like discounted ones.
Okay.
Yeah. I really wish I could buy more of them. I really do.
Are those katana blades that you got? Are they Ripper blades too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those are nice blades too.
I'm amazed I got it into the country. They were held at customs for 4 months before they just sent me a message where it's like, "Hey, your package is still. You come pick it up." Pick it up. Like,
4 months.
Because because they got stopped there. Because apparently, there's like regulations here about like we can't ship in or out knives or carry knives that are like more than 14 centimeters or something, or 13.7. I don't fucking know. And like they label, and because it said blade in the thing, the customer was like, "Oh, this is a real sword. You can't have this."
Oh,
motherfucker, it's plastic. Give it to me. I was so mad. Like,
it's like, have you x-rayed it?
Yeah. I just,
I
was so
metal?
happy. Yeah, I was so happy when
to pick them up. They're like, "Let me show you what this is." And then
yes,
like,
I literally offered to do it, but they were like, "No, you can't come here. We're by the airport. You'd never be let inside." Like, dude, just open the fucking package.
Yeah, right.
And 4 months later, someone opened the package and was like, "Sorry." And just and I don't want to go through that shit again because I'm so afraid they'll be like, "Nope, you can't have this sent back." Like, I might get some when I'm out in the States. I might like see if they have something ready to ship or something.
Yeah.
But
Zach with his new place.
Exactly.
Good luck, man.
How many sabers are you unpacking? Oh, is that all like? Is that a box, 2, 3?
It's probably one of them small U-Hauls, like the little ones, that you just drag behind you.
No, actually, Zach sold all of his non-bougie sabers, and now he just has. I think Zach has
bougie ones, don't he?
I think Zach has a very select group of like exactly what he wanted, and he just got rid of all the stuff he didn't really care for. Now he's just got love. His collection is just love.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get my
22.
I'm hoping to get that down.
22.
I'm hoping to get rid of like 90% of my collection, so I hope I'll get down to that.
So I missed out on everyone's like go-to. I my camera crapped out, so just quickly, because my go-to is probably I'm not really buying Saber trios anymore unless I buy it on a secondary market. I've got what I want, but it's probably Genesis Custom Sabers. They're my go-to.
Genesis Custom Sabers. I've never tried them.
Oh, Rob Petcow. He's in California, in Canada. He's the guy that he just came out with a run of the Bad Axe, and Emery's Gray Paladin. He and I, we just we made our purchase after. I mean, that's my unicorn. I've been wanting one of those forever, but he has I have 2 hilts from him. I have one that's called a Vector, which was discontinued, and another. I have a Creed, but I want to get his Speeder. I want to get the Weathered Speeder. I'm definitely going to order the Weathered Speeder at some point this year because that's like my other unicorn from him, and his work is just phenomenal.
These look great.
Yeah. if you go to his if you look at his custom work, I mean, he makes artisan sabers that'll appear in a museum someday. They're he has to when he makes one of his sabers, he actually auctions off the right to purchase the saber. You actually,
Wow.
yeah, you have to pay
Yeah.
just to be able to buy it. But his sabers are exquisite. He did a bad axe that's just
Holy shit.
with the weathering that he does. The guy is probably the most centered person you're ever gonna want meet, because he's I follow him on Instagram, and he's super chill, super friendly, and he knows how to do it right. Actually, Emery and I were having a discussion about this, and I think one of the things that maybe Reverend Sabers suffered from was kind of offsetting the work of crafting the sabers from life. And there's definitely a balance that you have to strike, and you have to manage it. When Rob he'll come out with a run of the bad axe, and he's gonna make X number, he's gonna spend this much time doing it, and it's gonna take this long, and then he moves on to other things, and he just seems like one of the most centered people in the community that I can think of. He's definitely a paragon of virtue in that regard.
Paragon.
Paragon, it's just a strange word I chose. Kind of like a ultimate.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of like an ultimate status of a community. The paragon community is like the mayor. Probably not. Well, that came out in in scandals later, but
No, I'd say there's a bunch of saber forge hills I want to get my hands on, so I'd say they might end up being my go-to for a while. But
yeah.
first, I'm gonna spread it out. I don't want to order all of them up front. So
Do you know which ones by name? Like some of them that you could.
the Outcast is one.
Yeah.
The Ares, I think,
That's
is the
Kyle
name of it.
Katarn?
What's that?
Is that Kyle Katarn or?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ares, I think, is another one. It almost looks like the Spectre, but it's got a different shade to it.
Yeah, I have an Eris that I have to send to them to get repaired. There's an issue with it, but
yeah. So those are two I can think of off the bat, but
it's solid.
But just I'm just gonna spread it out, not go for all of them up front, so I don't bust my bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I mean, Saber Trio is my favorite company. If they're just open, then I'd probably pick them.
They're opening May 4, I think, again, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right.
And they're gonna have a huge RTS event. They keep showing pictures.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll have RTS, and they're gonna sell some Pico Crumbles. Which I hope they're all, and I hope they're just if you go on there right now, you can still buy stunt sabers right now.
Yeah.
If you pick them, it shows 22 left, 7 left. Because I was looking and I was like, maybe I should buy a stunt saber. And I was like, I don't know. I love the sound. But Saber Forge is just their array of hilts and their tiers of sound. I think I would go with them at this moment.
Yeah.
If you get a Saber Trio stunt saber, definitely go for the rechargeable. It's really nice. I mean,
I think if I was going to do that, I would just buy it and then have my my old dark side core put into it. Because it'd be cheaper just to get the stunt saber and then have somebody over here wired up.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have one of the Delred chassis. Came out of my Aaron with the Nano Biscotti V4, and I was thinking I'd like to put that into. I have a couple Miras that are stunt sabers. I was thinking of putting putting that into one of the Miras, because I got two I got two Arclight stunt sabers. One of them was the very first saber trio that I bought, so I want to keep that. That's like my first saber trio, so I don't want to touch it. And the other one's like an artisan one that like they had an RTS sale. It's like all like customized and everything. It's really nice. I don't want to mess with that one, you know. There's just something about saber trio. They're just like I firmly believe that everyone should own at least one. You know? They're a prize. They're
wonderful.
They're so special.
Yeah, I think the next one I want to get is maybe the Falcon. Is the next one I want.
Oh God, dude, the Falcon is amazing. It's
so good.
Do you want to see my Falcon?
Yeah.
No, it would trigger my PTSD of bad memories.
Oh yeah. I remember from your interview with
I'll show you something.
with Absolute Sabers you were talking.
Don't
about
show
that.
me. Don't bring the Skylar. Do not. No. What have I done?
Is that the worst decision you've ever made in your life, Stoney?
A Skylar, an Aaron, and a fucking Falcon. Sold for like less than they were worth.
Yep. I remember when you unboxed.
That was the first
I think it was
video
the
that I
Falcon. I remember that.
I ever saw you in was your. I don't know if it was an unboxing or if you were showing it off. But it was because when yours the chrome plated Scholar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first video I ever seen of you, and I was just like,
Really?
I was like, holy shit, yeah. I was like, holy shit, that thing is gorgeous.
It is.
And then like I just went to like a wormhole and
It was gorgeous.
I saw you doing the other end with
Oh, here it comes.
the Jedi outfit on, and I was like, damn, this guy can spell
What?
saber.
What was that
What?
about an Aaron
What?
Falcon?
I'm
Oh.
gonna cry. I'm
Oh,
gonna.
man.
I Yeah, if you guys can. Yeah, you guys hold up those three sabers. Those are the three that I was a fucking idiot about and got rid of to keep my channel going.
What did your Aaron have now? Biscotti V3, V4 in it when you sold it?
My Aaron had a CFX NeoPixel.
Well, that's what this
He
one.
is strong with the Force, but talent without training is nothing.
Boy.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
This was one of the first sabers. This was one of the
That's
first
Stoney the Tissue.
sabers that I bought, and it's just this is the best thin neck saber. It's just so
It is.
Oh.
It is.
here, and I can compare it to Luke's saber. So there's Luke's. There we go.
Yeah, Luke's has always seemed so uncomfortable because it has those two very aggressive dips.
This is not. This is actually really really comfortable, and it helps that it's like really light. It's one of the Corbanth versions. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had the pleasure of trying one myself, so I go off by side of it.
This was the guy that sold this to me from Facebook. I guess his friend installed it, and the guy did a really killer job. I got a really good deal on this. I'm always hunting for deals. I can't afford any of this stuff new.
Yeah.
But if you know, like I went to I had lost one of the blade retention screws to this thing. I went to Corbanth, and I was like, it's impossible to buy a blade retention set of blade retention screws, and they're like, we have no record of us selling you that saber. It's like, no, you can go to here. Okay.
Dude, what? They wouldn't say you screws because you didn't buy the hilt from him?
Nah, they didn't say that.
Implied it.
About the
Directly.
Say that. And I didn't hold it against them, and then I ended up finding it anyway.
Hmm.
And you gotta talk. These blade retention screws are microscopic. It's just like tiny little grain of dust type of thing, and and I had lost it after I first got this thing, and I'm like putting my new Sith Lord Sabers blade in there, and I'm like tightening it. I got one screw done, I got the other screw done, and I had to adjust it, and then I'm like, where'd that screw go? No, it's too small to find in this reality. I lost it for like 2 months, but I just recently found it. So
yeah. No, I find myself sometimes just watching older videos of like when I was using the Aaron for spinning. It's just like I want to comment, man. I want to comment on the video. Stoney, just don't do it.
It's just one of those things where it seemed like a good idea at the time, and then just instant regret.
At the time, they were always open.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the week I sold them, they shut down.
When they used to have their Etsy store, it was just like, I'm just going to Etsy store in 2 weeks. I'll have one.
Yeah.
And then
I will have them again one day somehow. I
hope
don't know how.
I don't know why you sold your Vulcan. I mean, maybe the Aaron I can sort of understand, but the Vulcan.
I was on the high of everything was going well. Like because of that, the channel was growing so much, and I was afraid that I had to keep going, so I had to get more money to more sabers, so I had to sell everything I got, and those were the only ones worth anything. So, and then I realized afterwards that it's like, wait, that's not how to run a fun YouTube channel. Don't do that again.
Yeah.
Shannon, Daywon Gray asked me to do something, but I have no idea how to do it. At the bottom, the very bottom.
Well, I mean, you can just do it on your phone. I see it.
I could. I'm so technologically illiterate. What?
Elvis is in the building.
Explode or something?
Do what?
Does it explode?
I mean, you might do it on your computer, and I can share your screen, but like I'm not. I mean, I've only done that.
You're asking a lot from me, man.
I'm not asking you. He is. If you
I don't
want
see it.
to show it, I mean, that's fine too. Whatever.
I don't.
Hey, the Blues Bro.
Elvis, we've been talking about everything at Brother Under the Sun. We've been smashing on Ultra Sabers and
praising the Saber Trio.
Revan Sabers.
Making Stoney cry. No.
Bullying me.
Triggering the man.
I have no idea. I'm not the guy to be sending things and say, "Who could you show that?" and then do an overlay with a thing with the
right.
No,
just post it to your page and then we'll watch it later.
Speaking of chunky, I showed this one off.
What is that?
We're Saber folks. We're Saber folk.
Sabers Pro is where this is from. This is called the Guardian. It looks, it controls like an LGT hilt, but this thing has some weight to it, and it almost, I don't know, it's got a hell of a nice design to it. That's the pommel. And you have this thing, if I can show it off, going on with the emitter.
When you were doing the video for this, I couldn't help but laugh because Emery had gone through the same thing. He got one of that hilt from Ma's Saber.
Okay.
It's like this whole procedure to putting in the.
You get the blade in, yeah.
Yeah. I was watching the whole time. I was just like, oh man, I wish I could just tell you.
I'm glad I got a bracelet and not a NeoPixel. That would have been hell.
You know, I thought that was that same saber. Isn't that the one that Mike Starwalker uses a lot in his videos?
It is. That's his.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that's what
it's a very popular hilt. I mean, the thing about it's just like with the gold and that section, the black section there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a very, very beautiful.
I mean, I do like it. It handles clean. I have no problem swinging it around, but it just has that look to it. Again, we were talking about how a hilt looks, and this one just jumped out. And
that one's got it's an LGT, right? It's got a blue button. It's not red.
Yeah, it's I don't know if Sabers Pro is an LGT because I don't.
That's an LGT, but it's like kind of not like I don't
It's
think
not
they-
that
It is and it isn't.
It's not
yeah,
like-
exactly. It's kind of like there's certain hilts like if anyone's familiar with Aegis Sabers on Etsy, which you probably aren't, but he has a Kyle Katarn. He has a couple of them. I've got one. I'm not going to get it. Don't worry. And he has another one, which is kind of has kind of that kind of like this action, like on the like that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like the Sovereign, and the guy sells it. It's like I've seen it only sold at maybe like 2 different other sites, and he sells when it's on sale. It's $104, and it's just a beautiful hilt. I haven't bought one yet, but I mean, I've had good luck with that guy. Kind of
104, 104. Did I hear you
104.
right? Installed?
Huh?
Installed?
It doesn't have a core in it.
I think baselet, yeah, possibly. It may cost. Here, let me look this shit up right now, yo.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got going on, because I've got him bookmarked.
I'll definitely have to take a look at that then. That's
So-
damn cheap.
Aegis Sabers, and he's currently selling. It's called the Outcast V2, and it's $104. And that's no electronics. For the complete saber with electronics, it's $136.
That's still not bad.
And I don't know which soundboard he's currently installing, but he had the I forget. Hold on, it's called the Outcast. It's the Outcast V1. It's like a Kyle Katarn. I mean, they're both Kyle Katarn, but it's like his first.
I'm looking at the V2 now. Damn.
Yeah, seriously, dude. It's really nice. I just haven't had the extra scratch to get one, but it's all shroud and grips, and it's just really.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that in the back burner. That might be a future purchase.
And his name is Luke, and I've always had good luck with that. I mean, a couple of the hilts that I bought from him didn't really work out because he tends to sell things that are a little bit experimental. But if you look on the page, like in the upper left hand corner, he has one called an Avenger, and that's based on a Jaina Solo hilt that came with a statue, like an anime statue. There was like an anime version of Jaina Solo, and that hilt is a dead-on replica, and it's a really nice hilt for the price. But I'm not an affiliate. Stuff I like stuff. I recommend stuff. Guys,
How do you spell their name?
It's AEGIS Sabers.
I'll have to file them in the back memory for later. That might be a future pickup.
One of the other places that I really like to look at occasionally is Outer Rim Saber parts. They're just like they do like these custom LGT. I mean, you gotta be kind of forgiving. I mean, I don't know if Stoney, if you're gonna be your jam, because it's all LGT stuff, but like as far as LGT stuff goes, it's like as un-LGT-esque as you can get.
Yeah.
They do a lot of customization, weathering, and we're talking really, really exquisite work. Man, I'm just out looking for. I'm hunting. I'm always hunting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Nothing wrong with that.
I go to work. I just stuff on a daily basis. I go I hunt for sabers that I can afford. That's my shit.
I actually thought about getting an LGT next. The Darth Maul staff with the new RGBX core. It's $320 at Dark Wolf.
I thought Dark Wolf is a bit on the pricey side. I think you can hunt around a little bit. Like, I mean, I'm not dissing Dark Wolf. I think like
Well, I want to make
when
sure
you buy something from him, you get service. You know.
Yeah. But I want to make sure I get that new RGBX core with the smooth swing and the gesture control.
That board is. I really like it.
I picked Rebel Sabers has that staff. I have it. Well, my youngest has it. It's we picked it up. It was $300 at the time. So baselit.
Yeah.
I don't know if they changed the price on it, but it's not bad.
I mean, well, that's $20 cheaper if it comes with those new cores. I mean,
yeah, it might. Now it might.
I don't care
Yeah.
where I get it, as long as I get the mall hilts and those cores.
It's pretty damn big with a couple of 32-inch blades in it, though. It's,
I can't like. I think a lot of people are still trying to get rid of the older cores, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Because I even asked Johnny, I was like, if I order this, is this what I'll get? And he's like, yeah, if you order it new. And I'm just like, if I order it new, I don't know exactly what that means, but okay.
That's what I was dealing with that Nihilus hilt. I was trying to determine what board came with it, and I still kind of don't know what's going to come with. But even if it doesn't come with the new version, I'm probably just going to buy one from Fire Sabers, throw that in there, and I've got another. I got this really tiny little, almost like a Shoto style LGT hilt that doesn't have a core right now. I was just going to throw it in there.
Yeah.
It's a nifty little thing. Up, Jedi Phoenix. Check your messenger.
yeah, I saw it.
Maybe you have the technological savvy that
Yeah.
Paradigm doesn't. That's all I do.
Yeah,
Deal with.
Huh?
At my job, that's all I do is deal with computers and technology, printers and stuff, and it's just like. And then when I leave work, it just shuts down. It's like
No more screen.
good fire back, you know.
No mouses.
I've seen like quite a few different like non-LGT Sabers from a lot of places that I'm always so confused about when I see them, because like you can like with there's another place called Oz Sabers down in Australia that like have sabers on there that are very clearly something like the same materials and same like finish and same everything as LGT, but I've seen it nowhere else. Same with Moss Sabers and all of that. I'm like, are these people just getting in contact with the factory that is making them and like making their own designs? Or
I think every major LGT reseller has their own specific hilt that they sell, like at least one, I think.
Just from the LGT factory as well, or
they have like an exclusive design, but you have to sell like a shitload of sabers. Like, hey, if you sell this many, we'll let you have this one, and only you can sell it.
Well, Off Sabers has the Incendus, and that's a saber that Grey Paladin has.
Yeah,
he just did an extensive review on that, so. You know, with all these affiliations and everything, it's like you said. You know, you'll get like a certain company will just, I don't know. Maybe I think what happens is LGT probably comes out with like a really kind of like a more comprehensive design, and they try to find people that can distribute them, whereas they might not distribute them in their normal, circles because they may cost a little bit more. And
guys, I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to try to do something here.
Okay.
Maybe maybe it's like a tiering system. Maybe they have like different tiers of. I don't know. I don't know. I think they're very shrewd business folk at LGT Incorporated. I think there's a lot of moving and shaking going on, and they're definitely. I mean, they've definitely taken over the industry and left Ultra Sabers in the dust.
Yeah, I mean, they have a business sense. Yeah, I don't agree with like a lot of. I don't agree with the what's it called? The lack of
diversity.
No, just I don't like that they don't care who they're selling to, and like, or the people they let like get away with. Like, it feels like there's just as many scams out there as there are not.
There
Definitely.
but there are a lot of companies that, because LGT sells so many places, you'll get, like, I'm gonna say it. You ready? DX Sabers, who they've been banned from officially selling LGT products, but they still do.
Yeah, exactly. LGT doesn't give a shit.
Well, actually, LGT, they're the ones that they put a restraining order on that guy, like a stop.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I know, but he's still getting away with selling the Sabers.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know, like, if there's like international like trade laws that prevent you from actually. I mean, it must be difficult to actually for someone in China to like come to the United States and say, no. It's just have like, I don't know how it works, but you're right. I mean, you're right. I mean, it's kind of. But then again, there's like kind of a cultural aspect that I don't think that we necessarily understand. It's not like a Western ideal to conduct business that way. Although I do find that companies in this country, in the United States, they're really kind of throwing a lot of people under the bus. But whatever, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just.
I know they quit like sending him new hilts, but like if you've ever seen him talk in that little basement, like he had Sabers everywhere. So he's probably selling all that shit under a different name or plus under his DX name.
Yeah.
He's trying to get rid of all that shit.
Probably, but
I get the newsletter from there.
Me too.
Isn't that the most garishly designed thing that you've ever seen?
Yeah, the
It
DX
really is.
There isn't like one word in there that I would trust.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
just
actually.
All right, Shannon, if you want to share my screen, I got some stuff that Day1 Gray sent me.
Let's see. Hold on. I don't know.
The Wizard of Magic.
But no, LGT has also done a lot of good in this community. Of
Well, I
course.
think you just share screen, right?
Maybe I can do it. I don't know. Wait a minute.
Well, are you trying to share it too?
Let me try. Hold on.
It's asking me if I got two monitors, and I'm like, no. So if you pull it up, because I've done it before, but
no, I do not have two monitors.
Slides, extra camera, video file.
That's why I didn't try.
All right, wait a minute. Okay, I'm sharing mine.
There we go. All right, well, wait a minute. Hold on. No.
Great entertainment, huh, folks?
So Paradigm.
Yes.
What is this like like lightsaber collecting? Was this something you did before you started the channel, or?
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, I used to. My collection was swords, like katanas,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually I injured myself practicing one night. Oh, here we go.
All right.
To be continued.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I do love that sound font.
Ah, dramatic retraction. Love it.
Very nice. He sent me a few other stuff. Wait a minute.
All right, there. It's working, man.
Ah, that's so pretty.
That is nice.
Thanks, man.
Oh, that looks nice.
It's a core band, right?
I think so.
Came in, buddy.
It's very Old Republic looking.
Yeah.
It looks super cool.
Kind of looks like it'd be holding a pine cone, you know.
And I guess that's his dark saber.
Nice.
It's Kaisar, right? Oh, it's so pretty.
All right, and that was it. So
Cool.
So I was saying basically you draw forward and you I think it was kind of like you do this thing and then you go like that and you sheathe like that, and I ended up after like the 50th time I ended up cutting my severing a tendon
Ooh.
on my finger. So 6 months later, after it was all fixed and everything, I decided perhaps I shall not play with live blades anymore. What's a good substitution? And I started watching. I was like, my thought was, I have a Force Effects. I have the Anakin Force Effects. Like, what is that from 2004 or something like that? And I got that out and I was swinging that around. And I'm like, what do they have on for now for lightsabers? And eye opening. And then I found that these things.
they're a little bit safer.
Aha! Aha! Wow. Okay.
They look real, but they won't actually cut you.
Okay. So same.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into it. And then like I was watching City of Sabers, and I was like, I don't know what possessed me. I just did like one video of and it was an Ultra Saber, and then just I don't know. It was a hobby. It was just supposed to be fun. And I was never supposed to make any money at it, nor am I really making any money at it. So, and I'm good for maybe like another year, and then I'm just gonna have to get out because it's like I can't keep buying these things. It's like I've got to the point where I have to like focus on selling, you know.
Yeah.
And I just don't have time. I work and drive, and I don't have time or the energy, you know, to spend selling these things. So the only thing for it is to stop buying them.
Look for something new, or just
What's that?
like, are you like look for something new? Are you a collector at heart, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've always collected things. I mean, I collect Transformers and various and sundry action figures, and I'm always collecting something. You know, maybe not as many as I used to because I've been spending all my money on Sabers. But like, you know, it's just you know, like I got my Bad Axe coming, and then there's just a few select things, you know, like on the bucket list. Like I said, you know, just and you think that you're done, but you always find something else that you want to like try.
There's always that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very addictive hobby, and yeah, I'm gonna get to a point in my life where some things are gonna happen where I'm not gonna be able to continue doing this. It won't be feasible, But for now, I'm just trying to have fun, and I've made a lot of friends in this community, so
It's what
That's
it's
the
all
biggest
about.
thing, having fun.
And I've made some enemies too, but only for now they're gone. Terminated.
That's the biggest thing with me is, the time, not so much energy, but the free time of us making videos, it's just, because I have a bunch of videos I want to do. It's just getting the time to do it.
Yeah.
Editing takes forever.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
God, I can't wait to get
I've been doing a little bit more with editing and, adding, the thumbnails and all that, just trying to put some polish on it. But, the biggest thing for me, I have 4 kids and, the parenting is a full-time job.
How do you do anything?
Holy
Holy shit.
Well, to be fair, my oldest is away at college, and
Okay.
my second oldest, he's between work and college. So I have Noah's in high school, and then my youngest is in 5th grade. But I'm busy enough. So, but no, they keep me going, I will say. But I just, whenever I have the free time, I just do something, and I'll get there one day at a time.
It's hard getting creative when you're not boxing or reviewing something. What else are you gonna?
Well, that's why I started doing the reaction videos, just to fill in the gaps between Saber stuff, And not only that, they're fun.
I realized that I really enjoy like just lightsabering more than maybe the lightsabers themselves. So my content is going to be moving more into like my girlfriend comes from a background of like she's been practicing lightsaber forms since she was like fucking 14 or whatever.
Really?
So so we're going to be doing tutorials and videos on like making all the forms and teaching people and doing more of that kind of stuff and more dueling and more choreographed fights and blah blah blah, and like so it's just gotta keep doing it when it's fun. I'll see the occasional saber that I want to unbox, but like it's just you don't get that feeling anymore when you open the box and see a lightsaber unless it's something very special. You don't get that feeling of like, oh my god, that's a lightsaber. Like
I would say like every 3rd or 4th one is sort of like really special. Like when I opened that Kaisar and I was looking at this, I was like, I kind of bought that one just on a lark, thinking this might be the last Revolution I ever get to buy, and I wasn't that keen on it. And the thing's a freaking sports car. It's just so slick.
Yeah.
This thing is like, I don't know, it's like clean and slick and sexy.
It's like a brushed metal finish, it looks like.
Yeah. God. I don't want to start in on that again, but
Yeah.
What about you, Shannon? What got you started in this?
Honestly, me and Blake, the guy I do it all the time, it's we share the channel. But honestly, we just wanted to watch ourselves on camera duel because they look real, on the camera. And he was just like, one day he was like, "We should start a YouTube channel." And I was like, "Well, do you know how to do that?" Because I had no idea. He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, okay." So he started. And he's like, "Well, what should we call it?" We came back and forth, and he was like, "How about Force by Light?" And I'm like, "Ooh." I'm like, "Look," I was like, "Our symbol could be Thor's hammer." I'm like, "Wait a minute, we're getting ahead of ourselves." So yeah, so the first, I don't know, 30, 40 videos is just us push and play on the phone, or push and record, do what we do, stop it, upload it. No editing, no intro, nothing. And I mean, when we would just do that, and then we would watch it. And I was like, dude, we look like fucking Jedi. I'm like, look how good it looks, you know. And we're using like a fucking iPhone 5, you know, when we're just excited. And then that's when I started like watching other people. And, City of Sabers, of course. I found him, and him and Saber Sourcing. They were like the only ones I actually watched. But then, watching their stuff, you see other people pop up. The first time I saw Darth Paradigm pop up, I thought he was a Saber company.
What?
You thought he was a
Paradigms, Illuminated Blades. I'm like, I sell stuff, you know.
Do you know do you remember what my the name of my channel was before that?
Well, wasn't it something Samurai or something?
Yeah, Simple Samurai.
Yeah. Well, when I started watching it, you were already Illuminated Blades.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, for a long time, I didn't watch anybody else's stuff, really. I mean, I watched a lot of Ultra Sabers unboxing videos before I bought my first one, but it wasn't any of you guys. Like, they didn't pop up. I don't know what it was, but.
I mean, Ultra Sabers was not easy to avoid back then.
I mean, dude,
they still
I
aren't.
probably watched 100 damn videos on the Apprentice LEV4.
like Sam, Absolute Sabers told me that like if you like Google light bulb, like Ultra Sabers pops up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're still like everywhere over on Google.
Yeah. You put light and Ultra Sabers pops up.
It's kind of evil.
Yeah.
A little bit.
They got to be paying Google a shitload of money for them to pop up. You put in Saber Forge, they pop up. Saber Trio,
yeah.
They pop up.
Yeah.
Saber, any damn thing, they pop up.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
I want to ask the Blues Bro what his favorite, or rather, who his favorite Transformer is. So,
Elvis, are you still here?
Soundwave was the first one I ever had. So
yeah. From a purely character, you see, when I was in college, I was seeing a girl who had a Datsun 280Z. So I always liked Blue Streak. Blue Streak was always.
Oh, there you go.
Plus, he has a really compelling story. You know, which what?
Ask him again. He was multitasking.
Okay.
the Transformer multitasking. Yeah.
Yeah. that's well, yeah.
The toolbox.
Right.
There you go. Starscream.
Starscream's the shit. Yeah, I love Starscream. We were just wondering what your favorite who your favorite Transformer is.
Yeah, mine's probably Starscream, but I only grew up with the movies, the Michael Bay.
All right.
Shockwave.
The Spock of Transformers.
You're talking G1 Shockwave, of course.
Yes, it's gotta be G1. G1 for the win.
I will accept Transformers Prime Shockwave as well.
Galvatron, yeah, there you go.
What does that mean? Galvatron was better than Nimoy. You can't say that.
No, he means bad as in bad.
I mean, like badass? Or
Yeah.
Transformers Armada? Huh. I'd say Prime is my go-to. I love some Prime. And of course, the Beast Wars kind of brought the whole thing back in. Anyway, sorry, I kind of used her. You gotta touch upon all kinds of different things.
You just had to know.
I do. I mean, I've been on the trend. Look, when I was a kid, I broke my leg. Way back in '84, I broke my leg, and it was completely like I couldn't do a damn thing. And that's when Transformers came out. And I sent my parents to the local Caldor to buy me a Transformer, and they came home with the cassette.
There's a name from the past.
Rumble and Ravage were my first Transformers, and that was, I never looked back. And now I have thousands of the dumb things, and no room for myself. It's just robot. If they came alive, like if they all brought them all to life, I'm dead. I am so dead. They'll take over when I say that I have thousands and thousands of Transformers, I mean it. It's pathetic. It's sad and pathetic. If I had that money, I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. I'd have a yacht.
Dude, you can sell that stuff. I know you said you don't,
Sell?
Yeah, sell. Yeah.
Fool.
Well, I mean, you're over there saying, you know how much money I can have. Sell
Money
some
is
stuff,
not
bro.
everything. Trust me, money is not everything. I love all those damn pieces of plastic. They're awesome.
That is true.
I just like complaining. Complaining is fun too. Don't knock it.
There you go.
Yes. I have all my G1 toys. They're all complete. They're all like minty. I'm sad. I have like a G1, like a still in package G1 Soundwave. Minty. That's for you. That's for you, John.
Yeah, I know you told me about
Soundwave
that one
was
time.
Anyway.
Soundwave was the first one I ever had.
Enough Transformers. Let's go back to other things. I just need to digress there. But.
Kenobi.
The eye.
Kenobi. Who's hype?
Kenobi.
Oh,
Kenobi.
Oh, Kenobi. It's taking too damn long.
Dude, it's almost here though.
Yeah.
about a month.
Got one more month.
I have not seen the most recent episode of Moon Knight. I saw
I
the
haven't started Moon Knight yet.
huh?
I haven't
It's so
started Moon
good.
Knight. Is it?
It's so
I've heard
good.
That
I
last
usually wait and binge those. Like I binged Loki and I binged Falcon Winter Soldier and Scarlet Witch.
Oscar Isaacs, the guy's just like awesome. He's just
He
so
is.
awesome.
He really he nails he nails
so
the
much
show
fun.
so hard. He's so fun. He's so great.
I gotta watch after this. I'm probably gonna go watch that, and then I have this strong desire to rewatch Full Metal Jacket for some reason. I'm just kind of in a weird mood, but like I said, the last episode I saw was just spectacular. It's like a 45-minute movie.
What was
Just
the last one
amount-
you watched?
It was like episode 3.
Yeah.
It was the one where his girlfriend took off the necklace and stabbed a guy. Sorry, I got a soft spot for a woman that can take off her
It was-
and stab a guy.
Episode 4 was fantastic. You should
I can't wait. I can't wait.
You guys need to watch it. It's my favorite Marvel show. It's so good.
Oh, is it really?
It's so good. I love it so much.
I may start it tonight. I've been watching Star Trek Picard. I know it's not your thing.
I want to watch Strange New Worlds. I'm gonna get I'm gonna watch that. That shit is gonna be phenomenal.
I certainly hope so. This second season of Picard is way better than the first season. Like the border.
I just haven't really been able to get into that, but I'm gonna watch it once I have the account. But so you guys were talking about Cobra Kai, and I was thinking about my favorite, one of my favorite shows. Well, two of my favorite shows. I don't know if anybody has watched Peacemaker, but if you haven't, get your shit together and watch it. Peacemaker is one of the best shows I have seen. There's never been a more fun. Trust me, you will not.
I'm behind
It
on
is-
all this stuff.
It is so much fun.
How many times have you watched that intro, dude?
I watched it every single time, and then I went to YouTube and watched it 12 more times.
If you watch Peacemaker and you for some reason miss the intro, you stop and you restart and you watch the intro. You cannot.
It's so good.
It's the best thing.
It's
the
amazing.
Okay. So that being said, my favorite show is The Boys.
Okay, but I just finished season 1. Please don't speak of season 2 yet. Please, no one say anything.
Okay, I won't give you any details other than yes.
I
Season
can
2
feel
is
it.
So good. I want season 3.
I can feel it. I just stopped and I had to find a counterbalance show. I watched episode 1 of The Boys, and I was like, I'm fucking depressed. This is horrendous. Like, I cannot say that I find the show fun, but it's an amazing show. It's so good.
It's the
But
most disgustingly gruesome at times, but the dialogue and the story and just like the narrative and the cast and just like,
Yeah.
and there's nothing like it in Homelander. You watch the show for Homelander.
I can't wait to start season 2. Fuck me.
Think of Superman with no morals. Just complete narcissistic piece of shit. It's like if Trump became like Superman. And he has laser vision, and it's kind of like you remember the War of the Worlds, the most recent one, the Dakota Fanning and Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
You remember when the ships came out of the ground, they were shooting their lasers and shit, and it's just like there was nothing for it. You were going.
That's nasty.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of eye lasers that Homelander has. But you, at the same time, you hate him. He's disgusting. You want him dead, but you love him. He's just such a well executed character. All
of that show is so well written. It's such a pleasure to watch.
Absolutely in love with Kimiko.
Who?
Kimiko.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
one.
that's on Prime, isn't it?
She's so cute. Oh,
Is
man.
that show on Prime? Amazon Prime?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
They don't have that.
I'm behind on all this stuff.
Amazon Prime is the shit. I mean, I've watched I watched Jack Reacher. That was awesome.
I didn't vibe with that one. It felt like Sherlock Holmes, but boring.
For me, the thing is like one of my favorite shows is Titans, and the I can't remember the actor's name who played Jack Reacher was on Titans up until like last season, and now he's not on Titans anymore. But if you haven't seen Titans, I won't say anything. But yeah, I don't know. The Boys is I think that's one of the best shows that I've seen in a long time.
It is incredible.
It's truly unique.
My parents kind of fucked up when I was younger because I had just gotten into Star Wars and I had become like a Star Wars geek, and then before they showed me any other like nerdy stuff, we rented and watched Fanboys. And from that day forward, I thought Star Wars and Trekkies were not allowed to mix. So still to this day, I have not seen a single piece of Star Trek media.
Oh.
Because they called Han Solo a bitch.
Oh, no.
Can you believe what you're hearing? Can you believe that?
I totally believe it, but it's okay.
I was like 4 years old, and I was convinced that Trekkies and Star Wars fans were just at a war, and you were not allowed to like both.
Like East Coast, West Coast.
You
Yeah,
like both.
Look, we're bisexual, bro. We're bisexual. So.
Yeah, so my girlfriend is like she's into like all the shows, and she's just like,
and I'm a
Whovian. This.
Oh, she's a Trekkie?
Yes. I mean, she's both. She's what did you say? She's a
Trekkie.
No, before that. Bisexual, yeah. She's bisexual.
I had to think for a minute before I said that right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, I'm a Whovian, so like I've got that extra thing. And I'm not talking like just mildly. I'm like,
what's a Whovian?
A Doctor Who fan.
Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, that's also another thing I need to get
But
into.
I'm ruined by it. Like like my parts of my reality are based on like I'm actually a representative of the Shadow Proclamation on Earth, and like whatever.
Oh, you're into
I'm
it.
messed up. I'm sorry about it.
I have a long journey ahead of me of other sci-fi things other than Star Wars.
I believe so. Yes.
Have you started watching Star Trek yet?
No, not yet. But we're gonna start basically at the beginning. But
I hope so.
It's
the beginning is the next generation. Sorry.
No, she should really start you with the movies because you might get bored with the original series.
No,
I love old stuff.
No, okay. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of a lot of original series episodes. I mean, there's classics. Don't get me wrong, but
No, you think you know someone.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I prefer for the movies. I prefer the original series movies versus the Next Generation ones.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I like the classic ones. Yeah.
That's why I was like, start him out with that, and then he can go back, watch,
And they go 2, 4, 6.
I like Part 3. Part 3 is all right. It has moments. Part 3 has moments.
Yeah, yes. Star Trek, exterminate. Star Trek, yeah. It's
No, that's not true.
But it's going to take you a while to get to this, but just remember, Stoney, resistance is futile. Just remember that. It'll come.
Okay.
It'll pop up. And you'll be like,
okay.
Shannon said that. Now I know what he means.
Shannon, I'm there. Shannon.
First thing first. Can you do this? That's key.
Okay. He's in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ow, owie, ow, ow.
Show it off now.
Ow.
You do it with both hands.
I'm just like a freak.
Ow.
That's it. That's his practice.
No, I got
Actually-
yeah.
The actress that used to play Spock's mother on the original series, she would was it Spock's mother, or it was maybe the woman that was kind of like the Vulcan matriarch on Vulcan or whatever. She was on the show several times, and every time she appeared, she'd do this thing. She'd actually have to like get her hands in a position and like do it manually with the other hand, and then
It was it was a priestess, the high priestess. I've heard that story. Yeah, she had to get her fingers all set off camera, then put her hand. So she couldn't do it.
I think that's funny.
I mean, that's how I started. I remember as a kid, I like tried to do this and I couldn't, and I was just like, and then I just had muscle memory trying into it.
Yeah.
No, I got Star Trek, Stargate, Wheel of Time, Battlestar Galactica, Deep Space Nine. I got so much shit. Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Oh, wait until you get to Battlestar Galactica. That's gonna rule your life for a good several months of just like, what is going on?
I love that type of show. I love that.
I'm talking about the reimagining of the series. It is exquisite sci-fi. I recommend you got to hit Babylon 5 at some point.
Yes, that's actually her favorite show. She's talked extensively
Babylon
about that.
5 is the shit, dude, is Straczynski like hit that one out of the park. It's such a good show.
I've never heard of it. I'm amazed I've never even heard the name.
It's just you're gonna fall in love with Delenn, and then you're gonna be sad that Mira Furlan passed away. And actually, the funny thing about Babylon 5 is I think probably something like 75% of the cast is no longer with us. So many of them have passed away. That's how old that show is.
I can't
Some
wait.
of them were rather young too,
Yeah.
It's a shame.
That show is so well written. I mean, when you've got stuff from season 1 that doesn't like it, and then you forget about it, and then season 5 is like, hey, remember that shit you saw like 4 years ago? Well, this is what happened. And you're just like, and then your mind explodes in your head, like oozes out the side of your mouth, and you're just sitting there going like, how did you write this? What were you on? This is incredible.
Oh, I love that type of show. Yeah, I've had that literally with one other show.
You're not even gonna know how to handle it.
Can't wait.
So well done.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh my god.
That's something I could sit down and rewatch.
Huh?
Babylon 5. That's something I could sit down and rewatch.
You just have to get past the graphics, which are kind of dated, They're just sort of a sign of the times. I think they were actually thinking of redoing.
Rebooting.
They were thinking of rebooting it, which I haven't heard too much about, but I think maybe they were going to take the original series and do something with the graphics to kind of enhance them, but I don't know. I don't really know, but that'd be a really nice idea, because I don't think the show needs to be redone. It's so well cast and written.
Yeah, I mean they were using that old school like 3D.
It was like done on a home computer, practically.
like some of the first CGI. I mean, you can just tell.
Yeah.
That was early stages of CGI.
I mean, Shannon, the graphics that you did for my channel are better than some of the shit on Babylon 5. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I always like the white stars. They're just
White stars are awesome.
Yeah, they just look really,
That's
really good.
You remember when this is not too
much.
much of a spoiler because you won't have a frame of reference, but there was that Sheridan's on the White Star, and they decided that they were going to go after one of the shadows for the first time, and they're like, let's see what it takes to kill this guy, and they got Talia Winters, who was played by Patricia Tallman, and I'm in love with her. And she's like, I won't get into it, but that whole scene, and then they were, we're talking like season, what was that, like season 3 or 4? But yeah, I have a lot of fond memories about that show.
Didn't the guy that play Chekhov in the original Trek?
He played Bester.
Yeah.
He was awesome. He was evil, but you loved him. He was so good.
That is the best type of villain.
I met Walter Koenig at a Star Trek convention. You want to hear the story?
Sure. Why not?
It's a really short story. I went to a Star Trek convention, and I think it was Springfield, Mass. It might have been Boston. I can't remember. Walter Koenig was like the guest of honor there. It's a small convention, and they had the big so you've got the rooms with all the stuff, because back then that was the only way to get anime. There was no anime anywhere. You had to go and get it from places like this, and I would mostly go and buy anime and like models and stuff like that. And I went into they had the conference hall where they had some kind of event going on. You know it is. They got all the seats set up, and then they get the stage of the days, and some things are going on. And I just kind of leaned up against the back wall, and I'm just taking this thing in. And then I feel someone, lean up against the wall next to me. And he's like, so what's going on? I'm like, I don't really know. They were talking about this, that. And I look over, it's freaking Walter Koenig. And he and I were rapping with each other. First of all, I'm just like, I'm trying not to like hug the guy. Because I'm like, Star Trek, the original series means so much to me, and you're freaking Chekhov, and he's a lot taller and more imposing than you think. And of course, I'm standing next to a living god, so it was, anyway. So I'm talking to the guy, and I'm being super chill because I usually don't really get starstruck. So I was able to contain myself, but then he basically chummed the room, and everybody sniffed him out, and then before you know it, he was like overwhelmed. So I get to talk to him for a good 3 or 4 minutes. He was really affable, really super friendly, just made a really major impression on me. And I said, hey, it was really nice talking to you, sir. Thank you for whatever. And he was like, oh, you have fun, okay? Guy is amazing,
Yeah.
And these are the little things. And this happened 30 years ago, and I'm never going to forget till the day I die meeting Walter Koenig. And I will mourn the day he passes away because to me, he's special,
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. That's a memory you keep.
Yeah.
It's a very cool story.
Like that in person, and you're just like, you're you. And here I am talking to you in real life.
I met Marina Sirtis too, and all I remember was at the time, God, you are so hot.
Yeah, and then she's so cool too.
So sexy.
I met her and Jonathan Frakes and John Delaney. And
John Delancey is awesome.
Yeah, Franks is a little. I don't know. He was a little. He wouldn't shake my hand. He kind of looked at me, and he's like, "Oh, this bump." And I was like, "Are you a germaphobe or something?" I was like, "Okay, sure, whatever." But
I have kind of like a strong. I like John Delancey. He's a fellow atheist, and he does kind of like the circuit. He speaks, and he's like a secular humanist, and but I mean, the guy's just got a brain. He's so intelligent,
You know he's in season 2 of Picard, right?
Yeah, I do. That's the one reason. The one reason I'll probably watch this show, because otherwise I just haven't really been everything I've seen about it just didn't really appeal to me. But I'll definitely check it out. Who knows? I might learn.
I've heard it's a complete shit show.
The first season is not good. The second season is, I like it. I mean, it's not great, but it's.
I want Patrick Stewart to retire. I mean, I don't need to see him running around trying to do action stuff anymore. I feel bad for the guy,
Yeah. Hold on. This guy met George. Wait, Day One Gray. You met George Lucas at work?
Oh, damn.
Good night. He wins.
Oh.
You won.
You won. Holy shit.
Man.
Damn.
I thought me and Lou Ferrigno and Tony Todd was cool.
Dude, get this guy on the stream. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
I know.
That's amazing. Holy shit.
Anyway, Space 1999. Yeah, that's a pretty good show, too.
Yeah, 1999, the best year. Woo.
That's an old one, though. That's an old show. Yikes.
Yeah.
It is an old show. One of my favorite ship designs comes from Space 1999. I love the Eagle. The Eagle freighter is so. Yes, we should talk about like your favorite sci-fi ship designs. What are some of your favorite sci-fi ship designs? I'm just gonna name off 5, if I can. One's the Eagle freighter from Space 1999. I love the Starfighters from Buck Rogers in the 21st Century with Jill Gerard. Any version of the Colonial Viper. I love the ship from a movie called Battle Beyond the Stars. It's like this crazy ship that actually has like female attributes. It's just a whack. And I can't. What's a good 5th one? You're always gotta be entertained with me here. I can't think of a 5th one.
Nothing from Trek.
Probably just I'll have to go traditional. Like I love the A-wing fighter. To me, I like a good snub fighter. No good against the starship, but whatever.
Good try. Yeah. Good try. Mine's definitely the probably the N1 starfighter. I don't know what it's the Naboo starfighter.
Pre or post Mando?
Post Mando.
Mando's version specifically.
Yes, specifically.
Because the aesthetics of that thing are really nice.
That's a badass shit.
And the X-Wing is like the most iconic thing in the world to me. Like that's the coolest ship, I think. But I also really like the RV from Spaceballs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Deal 5.
All right, dude, you win.
Yep.
Shit. Why did I think of that? Idiot. Stupid.
Because all we got is what we need. And all you got is 30 days
now
for the Spaceballs. Watch out.
We need to do a Spaceballs.
Dude, I really wish they would have made a sequel to that.
Reaction.
It's so good.
Damn it, man.
Oh, it's been so long since I watched that. I need to watch that again.
Okay, so 4th and 5th?
Okay. I just know Star Wars stuff, so I guess I don't know. I was like the Republic cruisers, like the main ones.
Like the first ship you see in
episode 3.
Like the Tantive. Wait a minute.
No, episode 3. The Republic, the big cruisers. They're like Star Destroyers, but for the clones.
With like the 2 towers on.
Yeah.
The Venators.
The Venators. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Venators. Yes.
I think that it just like that ship stuck with me specifically just because I watched episode 3 when I was so young and like just and let's say Millennium Falcon's a classic. Okay, I'm gonna stop at the Millennium Falcon. That's number 4. I'm gonna think about number 5 because I know there's one in here. I'm hang on. John, you go.
I'd have to go with first of all the Falcon. The Enterprise from the original movies. That's always kind of iconic.
They call that the
design.
refit. The refit.
Yeah, the refit Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the refit is gorgeous.
The Vipers from the original Battlestar Galactica. Those are always pretty cool. The Gunstar from Last Starfighter.
Gunstar.
That was always cool.
It's what is it? This is Death Blossom.
Death Blossom.
Last resort.
And for the 5th, maybe Vader's TIE Fighter.
That's a good one.
What do they call that? That was the TIE Advance.
The Advanced X1.
Yeah.
The TIE Advance.
The way those wings were always bent
that
in.
thing. That's a really good design ship.
It was just a nice look.
Yeah.
So that would be my 5. Yeah, 5.
Let's see. If I had to pick 5, let's see. Well, I got to put the Falcon in there.
Yep.
I really like the Last Starfighter too. It was in my little video that I did.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it.
The Klingon bird of prey is just fucking menacing looking, especially when the wings are down.
Yeah. And you love that scene, like with the little tiny like merchant ship, When,
yeah.
And that thing appears for the first time, and you just shit your pants. You're just like, holy crap! Or like when it appears on the whaling ship, they shoot the spear and it just bounces off that. Putting on bird of prey is tight. Yeah.
Let's see. The Refit Enterprise is my favorite ship of any time. So that's number 1. So I need one more. Probably the Firefly.
Firefly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is
very unique.
Yeah. Serenity.
Yeah.
Serenity.
Couldn't think of the name of it.
That's legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a super unique looking ship.
Huh?
Has everyone seen Firefly?
I have.
John, have you seen Firefly?
No, I haven't, but I think I know the one you're talking about.
It's criminal that show was canceled when it was. It literally is criminal.
Yeah.
There's 2 shows that were criminal when they were canceled. One is Firefly, and the other is oh shit! What the hell was the name of it? It starts off with that song. James Franco, he starred in it. I can't remember.
Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks. Yes, canceled after 1 season. Criminal. I can't believe people aren't serving time in jail. Yeah.
Oh, Day One's got one. The ship from Flat as a Navigator.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's old.
And that thing, like, it changed shape when it goes fast. It looks.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Fly the Navigator. It's a Disney movie.
Yeah, Disney 80s.
Some people might say the what's the name of that Seth MacFarlane show there, the sci-fi show. What the hell's it? I can't remember. It's the name of the show is the ship.
What is it?
Seth MacFarlane show.
The Orville.
The Orville, yes.
I love the Orville, dude.
The Orville's a really cool design for a kind of a joke ship, it's not really a ship.
That's going to come back on too. I saw a preview for it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was like a trailer for the next season. Because it was supposed to come out like 2 years ago, and they just didn't do it because of COVID.
Jason, Day One Gray's talking about Jason Starkman, and all I remember was like I watched that show on Saturday mornings, and it was like they kit bashed the space station out of like battleship parts, and like coffee cups and stuff like that. It's pretty funny.
I don't think I've ever heard of that show before.
Yeah, you haven't been on this planet as long as I have. 738 years is a long time to be on this planet.
Sometimes
You call yourself older than me.
Only my third regeneration too. It doesn't get any better. It's just been a steady, whatever. See, you don't even see Doctor Who. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
you will.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Give it time.
Yeah. Stoney,
4
what
or 5
time is
years
it
from now,
nice?
you'll be like, oh, I remember what Paradigm was. Yeah. Boy, he
What's
was
up?
a dude.
What time is it nice?
It's almost 1 a.m.
Woo! It's getting late for you, brother.
Long night for the. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it in a bit.
It could
Unfortunately.
be like because like I said, Gray Paladin, he is in Belgium, and he got I don't know if he was pretending to get salty, but he just kind of went click, and then he was just gone.
Yeah, dude, I was like, damn, I was like, your boy just dipped on us. He just jumped off. Yeah. We're 15
And then he and I were like
minutes-
chatting the next morning, like nothing happened. It was just like you're not pissed at me, are you? Because I think he had said something and I was pretending to be salty, but I really wasn't. I was just kind of tired, and I was messing with him because I will do that. And and he was just like, "Fine, this is my out." Click.
I was wondering what happened with that.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, I saw it. I was watching.
It was kind of a classic moment, and we'll never bring it up.
Yeah.
It's just here.
I thought it was hilarious though, because I didn't think he was being serious, and he was just like,
God.
yeah. And I was like,
And he did not come
Yes.
back.
I was like, oh shit, he's really mad. But he wasn't really
But he wasn't.
he wasn't really mad. He was
He's
more
just as
frustrated.
crazy as the rest of us.
But we're like 15 minutes from 3 hours, so when we get to like close to that point, I was go ahead and call it.
I was desperately hoping that we would stop soon.
Yeah,
But
I
then,
mean, we can stop a little bit sooner if you guys want to.
no, well, yeah, that's fine. But like what I was saying was, I was gonna say is when he and I had our last live stream, I literally I bottomed out maybe about 45 minutes to an hour before we actually stopped. I just had nothing left. I was just like dying.
Yeah,
And it's just like I don't know. Sometimes you just we're here just trying to be like affable and
yeah.
entertain the masses. as best
I've
we
almost nodded off on some of Zach's. Like the one I think it was Californic popped in, and I was going to leave, and he popped in, and I was like, oh, I wanted to talk to Jesse. And I got re-energized for about 10 minutes, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to fall asleep on the internet.
Yeah.
And then everyone on the internet's watching you
Yeah.
because
It was
that's
it was late. It was late. I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were like still going, and I was just like,
well, it was the last time you did one of these early live streams that for some reason I'm like very coherent, relatively speaking, and that there was one of them when I had no idea what I was saying, and I think Darth Rage was there, and I just remember Darth Rage is a very outspoken person. He's very sure of himself, and he was saying stuff, and I was kind of like feeding off of that, and I was like giving him a little bit of his own business, and I meant to buy it, and then people were saying, "Oh, you were a little bit." It was you. You were like, "Are you angry with it? Were you being a little bit?" It's like, no, I have no memory of it. So I was just like, and then I talked to him the next day. He was like, "Oh no, it was pretty cool. It was super chill." It's like, "Yo, Shannon thought I was totally dissing you." He was like, I didn't say that.
I hope not.
First stream I did was one of Zach's, and I think I was on till about 1:45. And I was like, I love it, but I'm out. I can't.
Yeah.
I gotta get up the next morning.
I mean, his streams go on for like 5 hours, or it's crazy. It's just like,
oh, I love it. I would have hung out longer if I could. I was having a ball, but I just didn't want to zone out.
Them boys are young. Well, they're younger than I am, anyways. I can't.
I don't think I've ever been on like a live stream from beginning to end with Zach. He either for some reason I've never actually just been initially invited to one of his live streams, or he'll pop in, and usually I'm already on my way to check out by the time he shows up. But yeah,
you weren't on one of his from the beginning.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. We kind of run a little bit different circles. Like my circle of friends it doesn't intersect necessarily. Like, he's got, the people that he relates to.
Well, I thought during the pandemic he had all of us at least once.
I think you're probably right, but I'm having a hard time remembering it. But
I'm pretty sure.
He has
they all just start to melt together. Was it my stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah.
Is this like one of your first streams, Stoney? Because I can't recall seeing you stream like this. And by the way, we're all thrilled to have you here, because I mean, this.
Oh, hell yes!
It's really great to get to talk to you and hang out with you, man.
Yeah,
hey, same.
We've been doing this for a while,
I fucking love you guys.
We're gonna do this every 3 days or so. Like, it's gonna be pretty cool. We'll do it from 3 to 8.
Don't scare him off, Unc.
You can.
I'll be in New York next weekend. This is not.
This is one of my first, because I get anxious going live with things. I like being Stoney Magnum. I don't like reverting back to Stoney. So when I'm on camera, the personality can keep up. When I go live, I'm always afraid the whole Stoney Magnum facade leaves, and I'm like left with this Icelandic guy who doesn't really likes being social. So
I don't think any of us are really. I'm not really that social. I just, I gotta with good people. It's just that's sort of.
If I'm not in a comfort zone, I can be introverted as hell. If I'm not in my comfort zone, I'll sit back and be quiet.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I've avoided live streams. But like recently, this is like my 4th live stream, I think, and this is like my 2nd one that's worked, because for some reason I always run into technical troubles. So I've been on like one successful one, and this is like my 2nd one. So and also I live in Iceland, so my like timings don't match up with anyone.
That's what sucks.
Right.
So like we had to do for you guys, it's kind of early, because you had to match the latest I could really go if I wanted to stay here for a while was like 10 for me, because I knew it'd go for at least 2 hours. So like I'm forcing you guys to go early, so it's kind of shitty, because like I'm in a bad spot for it.
Situation was, that's why I was like, I'm like, it's anything we have to do to facilitate that. And I just want to say to Zach, hey Zach, my memory is shit. I don't remember.
I knew the pandemic, because he had to host one like 8 months, but
I guess it was just like so long ago, and
I just remember seeing the thumbnail, and you were on it. That's what brought to my mind. I remember.
I think a lot of live streams, I tend to be a little bit more of a wallflower. If I'm not like dominating things, I'm just sort of in the background, not saying anything. It just so happens.
Yeah, I have a tendency to do that too.
It's hard
if it's a subject I know, I'll jump in, and if not, I'll just watch everybody in.
Yeah.
It's awkward when that keeps going for too long, and you're literally sitting there growing like a fungus on the wall, because they go from one subject to another subject to another subject that you still don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
And then you also jump into these live streams with these people who are like clearly they're very big sociable personalities. So they just overpower any, like, they're not speaking. They just have a much larger presence that it's just like it's hard to muster up to like even start talking because they're just like, no, it's just he's talking. Wait.
Yeah.
You know what, Stoney?
What?
I love the fact that you come from a country that was named so duplicitously. You know, it's sort of like it's a beautiful
You lost
country.
me.
Well, no, not that's the wrong word. When they it's kind of like when they named Greenland and they named Iceland, it was just like, you know, it's like
They got it
don't
wrong.
come
Should've
here,
flipped
go
it.
They
there.
got it wrong.
That's Greenland. It's like it's much nicer. That we'll keep this to ourselves. And then
Yeah.
like Iceland's just like a gorgeous, you know, country from what I've seen of it. It's just sort of like that's basically what I'm saying, guys.
Yeah.
Iceland
The
is good.
last stream I hosted was, I think, November last year. I got to get back into it. No, they're too much
You ever-
fun.
Yeah,
It's
if you
a
ever
lot of work.
if you guys ever find yourselves here, hit me up.
Oh, hell yes.
You know,
Never say never.
during the pandemic, like that, I mean, there was a live stream every Friday night for like 2 years. Somebody hosted one. Sometimes, you know, there'd be two. There'd be one on Wednesday, and then there'd be one on Friday, or sometimes it'd be on Saturday. And then, like, you know, the world opened back up, and like they kind of just went away. I feel like, you know, people's doing other stuff, but
You know,
I still like every once in a while to talk to, you know, people that I met during that time. You know, because it was
Yeah.
for me, Sabering kind of got me through the pandemic. You know, because you couldn't go out and do shit. Like I watched all of Zach's live streams. Like I looked forward to him.
Yeah.
So
He's got to do another one.
I try to tune in. What's that, John?
I said, Zach's got to do another one. Hint, hint, Zach.
Yeah, Zachary.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Zach,
nothing
if,
gonna get settled.
I know. I'm like, he knows I'm
He
doing.
still hasn't built a box of powder
He
yet.
knows what I mean. I hope.
Zach, if it's at 6 p.m. EST, I'll call me or earlier.
Yeah,
I wanted to say
that's
that
like 3 o'clock. That's like 3 o'clock for him because he lives in New Mexico.
All right, we'll do a brunch live stream. That sounds nice.
I love how in the community, if like you get if you see someone has their like if you're planning on doing a live stream and then you see someone like scheduled theirs like for that time, you'll go, oh shit, we can't do it. We gotta like do it another time.
Yes.
Yeah,
And everyone tries to accommodate each other to a certain degree. Like you might have a little bit of an overlap. And then Shannon's just like, I don't know what to do, man. I'm like over here now. I gotta go over there now. But yeah, it's
that's
like
what you gotta do, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, if do we want to like give our friend Stoney a break here and let him go to bed?
Well, we
You
are.
look like you're fading a little bit. I know the look.
So,
We are at 3 hour mark, so we can go in the back and, you know, talk a little shit for a second, you know, before we all go.
yeah, of course.
But yeah.
I
But
get a little stuffed up.
I'll catch up. I'll catch up on the last 5 hours of this when I wake up tomorrow.
As if I couldn't do that.
Zach loves the core there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
The core of
Thank you,
Saber dudes.
thank you guys so much for having me on. It's been a pleasure getting to
Oh,
know
man,
you guys a
thanks
bit
for
more.
really
Finally
cool.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Please
Thanks for
don't
being
let
with
this
us,
be
man.
the last one. We gotta do
No,
this
No.
again. Yes.
please. I'm 100% down. Like it would be wonderful. Just
Yes.
whenever. Just like
Just
hit
gotta
me
give
up
the
and we'll
man
try
some
and
time.
we'll
Give him
Huh?
some notice. Give the man some notice.
yeah.
We'll
Give me
make
some
it
notice
work.
and we'll make it
Hell
work.
yes. Hell yes.
Next time, I'm gonna bring some lines for you to say as Daniel LaRusso. We'll have a great time.
If you want to give me some lines to say as the Joker, I kind of have.
I actually did want to say this. You've had like your voice is cracked a few times. It's like you could do a Mark Hamill. You've got like
give a
a
laugh.
Oh yes, I've been known to do the Joker a few times. Then the bats always shows up and ruins everything.
That's actually really good.
It takes me a while to warm up, plus my voice is already like.
Oh, dude.
Anyway, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank everybody here. If you're still in the comment section, subscribe to all these guys. Follow on Instagram, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Have a good weekend.
See you
everyone.
around.
Ciao.